Yeah, would have hit that shot. Steph hit that shot, yes or no?
Okay.
KD hit that shot, yes or no?
No,
LeBron had more of a chance hitting that shot than Jimmy.
hypotheticals.
Jokic probably. It's not hypotheticals though.
Steph potentially, yeah, but it's still
Potentially.
Yeah, he's the
Potentially.
Nah, come on, man.
The greatest shot of all time, man said potentially.
He's missed shots though.
Steph had more of a chance of shooting from halfway and making it than Jimmy did from
in the
hitting.
clutch though. That was a clutch.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when it happened.
But you have to think about it. He's not thinking about time. He's thinking about going for the win.
Listen,
All these best shooters that he's named.
they all were hitting that shot. 100%. 100%.
I swear.
Ah.
No, I swear we've had a debate before about clutch shooters, and I think Rodney picks KD over Steph. Remember when we were talking about that debate?
Yeah, but that's not a mad. That's not a mad.
I said,
statement to
I
make.
said-
I'd still take KD over Steph in the clutch.
For the clutch.
They're both still better than Jimmy Butler. That's like,
I hear it, but
Jimmy, do you know what it is? Jimmy, my personal opinion, I think Jimmy is really good. Yeah. Is he max contract level?
not in my personal opinion. But what he did for you guys in the playoffs, he has to.
Anyone else there better than him?
That's a very good point.
but why do you say that though?
You bring somebody better than him.
Is Jimmy top 10 in the league?
In the league,
You're gonna have to put him up there now.
You know he's not, bro. You know he's not.
You're gonna have to put him up there now.
Why?
How many teams are there?
30.
Is he top 30?
Yeah.
No, let's be real.
Yeah.
All the best players.
If I want to run my agenda, he's not top 30.
You can sit down, right?
No. I'm
He's
just
heated. He's heated.
take all the time.
If I want to run my agenda, Jimmy could not be top 30.
I say he's top 10 though.
He's definitely not top 10.
He's not top 10.
He's definitely not top
I don't
10.
even
When
watch
it counts.
like that, and he's not-
What do you when it
season.
counts? What is all this stuff?
Bro, when it counts. So you're telling me in the playoffs he wasn't at least.
He was
have
good in the
three
playoffs.
clutch players already. That's 3 ahead of.
If Jimmy does this in the next playoff run, yeah,
And
I'm
what?
putting him top 10.
And does what?
And that's what he did.
And loses?
Nah, don't do that.
No, and loses. No, because this is what.
Yeah, but come on, but still.
Did Jimmy have a better player than Luka?
I would say, yeah.
You
Can't
can't.
the teams.
Well, I mean,
You
Luka's
played
the
one of the
top.
teams, right?
Luka's the top
What
scorer
other teams
in
did you play?
NBA history now. He's got the most.
You played
points.
Atlanta in the first round. No, first of all, Luka had an amazing playoff run. I hate to say it, but
Yeah,
it's
he
true.
did. He did.
Dallas beat Utah in the first round. Granted, it's definitely harder than beating Atlanta. Yeah, Dallas
100%, yeah.
Dallas beat the
Luke,
number
your
one
mic.
seed
Luke.
in the whole NBA.
Mike, your mic.
Dallas beat
Say swing it right.
Dallas beat the number one seed in the whole NBA. Yeah, and then they went on to play the eventual champions as well. You can't tell me that they didn't have a harder route than Miami.
They
to
did
the
have a
finals.
harder route. 100%.
Much harder.
Miami, bro, you man played Atlanta Hawks, who shouldn't even been there in the first place. Really and truly.
Jimmy was
They
getting
shouldn't even been there.
Not really.
been there in the first
What about
place.
Sixers then? Okay.
Oh, come on, Sixers. First
with
of
Joel
all,
Embiid missed
Embiid
how many? 2 games.
He missed 2
I don't
games.
want to hear that, man.
Yeah, but
What do you
missed
don't
2
want to
games.
hear that?
Listen, no, Joel Embiid missed games, yeah. So you had the advantage to win 2 games.
Harden wasn't on the floor.
Yeah, but
We're talking about one guy.
come on. No, I'm not even saying.
No, so you're
we're not
telling me
gonna
one
do
guy
that.
can't
And
make
he
a
didn't play
difference.
well. And he didn't play well.
We're
the whole
not
game.
doing this
that's
only
not
one
my fault.
guy. We're not doing only one guy.
That's not my fault.
He didn't play
We're
well.
not doing
Okay.
we're not doing only one guy, so because it's James Harden, he should have still done.
And he-
something.
but
Thank you
the
very
thing
much.
is,
Was Harden good? Going into that
okay,
series,
he
did
wasn't
anyone
good.
think
Yeah,
Harden was
Harden
really good?
before that wasn't even good.
He wasn't
But
good.
let's wait there. Yeah, but either way, he played Sixers without Embiid. Then Embiid comes back. Bearing in mind that the light on his phone was damaging his eyes, bro. He couldn't even. But you guys, you didn't play a fully. Like the Sixers wasn't.
We still would have won.
Like it was still like once Joel Embiid came back.
Well, if Embiid played, no, I don't think so. You were rattled. The second Embiid came back and they started winning games, you guys were rattled.
no, I think
Miami. I was worried for Miami. I thought Miami was going to lose.
I think they would have still won just because Harden was never going to show up. He was going to give you one.
All we had
good
to do
game
is
and
just
that's it.
stop Embiid and we would have been fine.
You wouldn't stop Embiid.
You said all you have to do is stop Embiid.
No,
will
obviously it's
score.
going to be hard. It'll probably go to game 7.
Embiid will score.
Thank you. I'll hold that.
I think that.
How is that
Celtics.
possible if they didn't even make the finals?
No. Like, bro.
Boston,
Boston, the
no,
best team in the
no.
East.
All we
Boston,
need, I'm telling you,
Boston,
for Heat-
Boston had the toughest route
For
to the finals.
Heat
and still
to
made
come
it.
finals,
Boston beat the preseason
This is about
favourites.
now.
They beat the
This is
number
about-
one seed.
This is about
Yeah?
now, and that's
Trying
the.
to give him something.
Boston beat the preseason favourites. They beat the number one seed. Who else did Boston play in? Who Boston play in the second round?
Give me listen.
Milwaukee.
And then they beat the defending champions as well. They had the hardest route to the playoffs, to the finals that anyone's had in time.
Milwaukee
It's not
without
a question.
Middleton. Milwaukee without Middleton.
Thank
Even
you.
though it was hard without. So
And
the
no
thing is-
Tucker.
Yeah, but wait. But
To
that's
come
the
back,
thing is-
there,
wait,
Tucker would have made. Tucker would have made. Oh, don't do that. Man. Oh, don't do that. He says he defensively. You're telling me defensively,
No, but
Tucker
the
would have
thing
bring
is-
something.
That guy is
what we
37
can-
years old.
what- I'm trying to think exactly. It's not the same because
The Bucks
Like,
the
the
Bucks
Heat
they won.
against the
It's not the
Sixers-
same Bucks from last
But the
season.
thing is not. But the Heat against the Sixers is that Embiid obviously got to come back, but it was a bit like.
Listen, yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
Coming in,
Embiid and that
Love,
came back.
love.
But it was about Milwaukee was still a good team without Middleton. They were a normal team where we can everyone can compete now.
We're
With
acting like they
Middleton-
didn't. We're acting like they didn't take that series to 7.
exactly.
Like we're acting like they didn't almost win it.
Like it's Giannis.
Yeah.
Even without Middleton, Giannis.
oh,
is
so one
still-
man can make the difference.
No,
When
okay.
they're great players, yes.
When they're
great
playing-
players, they
playing well.
When you're a top 5 player in the league, 100%.
Yeah, one man when you're playing
when you're
well.
a top 5 player in the league, 100%.
But when you have good pieces around you,
no,
as well,
I'm telling you right
so
now.
you're telling me one man without good pieces is still.
LeBron did it for many years.
Exactly.
LeBron did it for many years.
Can't Giannis get 50 without?
Giannis, yeah. And the thing is, they still had a good squad around him. Like Giannis, but he still had Lopez who hit shots. Bobby Portis was playing
He did,
his
I'm
best
not-
basketball.
he did, he
Yeah,
did.
still had that. Grayson Allen wasn't great.
Okay, so tell us who did we have, other than Butler?
What he?
The 6th man of the year,
Yes, yes.
Tyler Hero.
Okay,
You had
Tyler.
Hero.
Continue.
You still have
continue.
Bam because Bam was playing
Okay,
good.
okay.
Bam was playing good, right?
Very good.
He was playing
Very
very,
good.
good.
I
for the
already-
season.
already
Coming
said
into
my
season,
thing about
He was
Bam.
playing. No, but
Like-
the thing is, no, we're not doing this because Bam's supposed to be. He's supposed to be. Bam is supposed to be your second best player on that team.
He's
That's
playing
fine,
that,
but
and he was
him as a
playing well.
centre is not
And
cutting it right now. I'll
What-
probably
well,
put
you
him
can't
on.
blame him.
You can't
I'm
blame
not
him.
blaming him. I'm just
And
saying,
plus,
like, we just need
he's
someone
supposed
that
to
is.
be- He's supposed
is
to be
a-
top
is a
10
good-
centre in the league.
If we're being honest,
No, he is.
Exactly.
Miami,
So if he's top 10 centre, so he should be fine.
Miami had a great output from all of their supporting guards. You had guys who
Yeah.
weren't even drafted in the league
Strus,
that were playing
Vincent.
crazy. Your best player just wasn't good enough.
Nah, I don't.
And that's
agree.
like Harden.
He wasn't.
Good enough either.
If you give Hedis, if we had a better point, it would have been a different story.
Don't do that because
Because
Vincent
Larry.
was
No,
playing
I'm talking
very
like
well.
Larry though.
Hey, Rods.
Larry-
If Miami had Giannis instead of Jimmy, would they have won that series?
100% yes.
Do you think that as well?
He does.
That answers my question then.
Oh,
You know
I
what I'm
didn't
saying?
This question. Are Miami a championship winning team?
Yes, yeah.
You don't believe Miami are ever going to
Miami
win.
right now.
Miami are
This
never
Miami
winning
right
the
now.
ring.
What?
You're never winning the ring.
These pieces, you're winning rings.
Right now. Okay, not right now. 100% not. No, not right now.
But that tells you all you need to know.
When
We could have made it. To
when
the
you man
finals.
eventually get someone like Donovan Mitchell, you're still not going to win.
No, Jimmy has a running ring. No. Yeah, but
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
He's leaving his prime in like 2 years anyway.
Bro, I've said for years, the playoff series is normally won by the best player in it, and we've seen that throughout, really.
Yeah.
Boston were the exception because of the fact that their team, their cohesion, the fact that they were one of the best offensive teams and the best defensive teams, they're near enough impossible to beat at some points. But going into a series with Jimmy as the best player, I don't like hating on Jimmy. I do. All right, that's a lie. I like hating on Jimmy. I do. Jimmy had a great playoffs. Don't get me wrong. But,
He had a very good playoffs.
But the second he took that 3,
But it's not a bad shot.
it wasn't that bad.
for certain players, it's not a bad shot.
No, it's not a bad shot.
No, for him it's a bad shot.
Especially if he
For
see it.
Jimmy's
What was
a
his
bad shot.
percentage?
For
What
Jimmy's
was his
a bad
percentage
shot.
throughout the whole
His
run?
3-point percentage in the playoffs was
Was
actually...
that
For
40
Jimmy Butler,
something?
that is a
40 something? Was it 40 something
like-
He's a
percent?
glorified centre, bro. He's a glorified centre.
Who?
Jimmy, he's a glorified centre.
Are you mad?
100%.
He's one of the best two-way players
first
in
of
the
all,
league.
Thank you very much. Put some flowers on the guy.
No.
You
No,
can't
you
say
have to.
Jimmy.
You have to.
Jimmy
He is the best.
Jimmy, especially
The
right
best
now.
what? The best what?
No, he's one of the.
Jimmy is one of the best.
Name another two-way. So you got
I'd rather have
George.
Paul George. I'd rather have Paul George than Jimmy Butler. I would. I think he's a better.
What, in a
two-way
playoff run?
I don't give it.
No, in a playoff
whatever
run.
situation you want to give me.
No.
Whatever situation you want to give me, I'd rather have Paul George than Jimmy Butler.
Nah, I don't agree on that, bro.
Boy,
Why? No.
You know
What do you mean, why?
Tell me. Well, because you're basing it on the fact of him just dribbling and doing all these glorious,
basing it on the
these
fact that
wonderful
He's
moves,
got more
bruv.
skill than Butler.
Far more skilled. We're not going to say that Paul George isn't a good defender.
So you're
Yeah.
telling me,
But
so
the
you're
thing is,
basing
look,
skill on the facts that you're getting points.
No, but the further thing is,
Everything.
in terms of defensively, you could say they're about the same because defensively,
Yeah.
Paul George
Whose
is a little
IQ
bit-
is better?
Paul George. Paul George is a better.
What does Jimmy do that indicates he has good basketball IQ? And again, I'm not trying to hate on him.
and
but
you know
that's
why?
why we're talking about my guy,
and
innit?
do you know why we can't even say? Because listen, also.
Butler isn't a
no,
point, by
no,
the way.
also wait, because not this is last season.
Where did Paul George
when-
take the Clippers?
Last season, obviously, Paul George took in Western Conference
fine.
final without Kawhi. And let's hold on this because last season, Jimmy is supposed to have this high IQ, right? When he had to play and kind of initiate the offense, he was struggling.
He can.
guys struggled.
What,
but you
last
guys needed
last
him.
playoff?
And yeah, because needed so even this season for him, he could have done that role. Still,
He was showing great basketball IQ by taking that free. By the way, excellent basketball IQ by taking that free
It was a good shot though.
for certain players. For certain players.
It's
For me,
if he's hitting 40
is that a good shot for Rudy Gobert?
40 something percent.
Is that a good shot for Rudy Gobert?
If he's hitting 40 something percent, then yeah, why not?
No, Jimmy.
In the playoff, if he's hitting 40,
Also, I want to see this. I want to see
if he's hitting 40 something, if he's hitting almost 50% from the,
it's a good shot, yeah, for people who can.
For
if
certain
he's hitting
players.
above
Not for certain players,
30%,
because you can't say just
Above-
Rudy Gobert, but Rudy Gobert's never going to be put in that situation. We can't do that. Because if we're going to say this, only for, let's say, his
was you
position,
not watching
it's still a
Jimmy's
good shot.
playoff run?
I was watching
to see it.
No, I was.
2 second, 1 second shot clock coming down, and he's hitting a free.
Because what we
with,
can
with someone in his face, and you're telling me a shot where it was
the thing is,
open.
Horford wasn't even
He
as-
wasn't gonna hit that.
Horford wasn't as close as also. It was quite a.
Luke,
I'm not trying to hear this.
Luke, he did the thing. The thing is, yeah, he didn't have to take that shot.
It's true, but-
Whatever you say to me, he didn't have to take that shot. And as great as Jimmy shot from free, let's look at Jimmy's
What?
dribble pull up. 3-point percentage now.
okay,
it's
but-
different when they're not standing still.
But here, yeah,
When
I know
they're squatting
it's
up,
yeah,
completely different.
It's different. No,
I
you're
don't
right.
want everyone
You're right,
taking
you're
that
right.
shot.
I hear that, but do you think if it went to OT, do you think we would have still had a chance to probably win it? I
Why
don't
not?
think so.
Yes.
Why not?
Maybe it's a possibility, but I just felt like he probably thought, right.
Go for the win.
Thank you very much. And
Go
I
for the
don't,
win.
bro. Many great players have done that in the past, and some of them haven't
If I'm to
fulfilled that.
give like overall perspective of this is like
I'm pretty sure Kobe's had bare chances like that. MJ's had the greatest, even LeBron, bro.
I'm not gonna say.
There's been times
I can't.
I'm not gonna say.
I can't
that
think
it's
of a time, but there's
terrible shot.
probably not in the playoffs, but there's been times
When
to
it
win a
matters most,
game.
I haven't really seen.
Okay, when it matters most, fair. But there's times as a player, you're gonna think, listen, it's do or die. He thought it was to do, and it didn't happen.
And he's dead.
It's one of the ones.
Yeah, he's dead,
It's one
but-
of the ones where if he makes it, he's amazing.
We're having a completely different conversation.
Listen,
But the
all I'm
thing
saying
it's one
is,
of the
yeah,
ones where,
It's a make
like,
or miss league.
I'm not gonna say Jimmy should have never taken that shot because it was still, in terms
Bro.
of everything, it's still a shot to go for the win.
I don't
Would
think
it have been for certains or some? Maybe it would have been better, or maybe it would have. Let's say, but they would have preferred for Jimmy to take it to the rim. Yeah, to go all the way because Jimmy going against Horford, for me, Jimmy's winning that battle.
at the pace he was going at, yeah,
And
100%.
He's winning that battle, and I think that Horford is also fouling him. So I initially think that he might get an and
Nah,
one.
it's true.
But that's still short. I'm not gonna say, Jimmy, how dare you? No, because it was
I don't have
still-
any regrets, and I've seen the whole of Heat Nation not having any regrets for that shot either.
Because the
lying,
thing is,
you're
end of the
lying,
day,
you're
if
lying,
Tyler
you're
Hero,
lying.
if-
predominantly, I
was
see
Tyler
more
Hero
people
on the floor.
accepting. No, I am.
Luke,
I am.
I've seen so many videos of people
Are
maybe
they-
fake live reacting. However, the second
Heat
they saw him
fans.
pull up, lost their shit.
Heat fans.
Yes, the second they saw him pull up, lost their shit completely. Because as great as Jimmy was playing in the playoffs, and he was playing very, very great against teams like Atlanta and
Sixers.
Sixers, you know. No, but he did. He put up good numbers on a winning team. I can't argue with that, innit? However, in that situation, you need to stick to your strengths.
No, I hear it.
And that be honest, that's not his strength.
But who else was shooting as good? Even Hero
Tyler
was
Hero,
struggling,
obviously,
bruv.
but the thing is, Hero didn't allow himself
He
to
was
play in
struggling the
position.
whole playoff run, bruv. And
This is
I
second
don't
time
know
this happened, by the way, as well.
what of him struggling.
Yeah,
Because last season he did struggle.
in the playoffs.
Yeah. The only time he had a good season was the bubble, wasn't it? Good run.
No, I'm pretty sure he started the playoffs against Atlanta, which again doesn't mean a great deal. He started relatively well. He had at least a couple good games.
Couple
It
good
was
games,
he was
but-
okay.
Yeah, it wasn't what we saw in the whole.
And then he did
regular
get hurt as
season.
well. He was sitting.
Yeah,
right?
he's growing. Yeah,
He's
yeah,
going
so-
because he's cheating on his baby mum.
Whoa!
That's a-
accusation nation. They're still together.
Allegedly.
They're still together,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
He bust case. He
Bust
bust
case,
case.
isn't it?
Allegedly.
Good for him.
He bust case.
Good for him. Good for him. But yeah, you know what? Coming now that we're time to do some trades and whatever. I really think we just need to off Larry, let him go somewhere else, bruv. I want Bill or I want Mitchell, bruv. I want one of those two.
That's a trade. That's gonna have to be there because Larry's on contract, right?
Yeah, he is. So I don't mind though, but
Yeah, send Larry to you.
even Duncan, man, because we didn't even use him the whole playoff.
You know,
run,
no
man.
one wants that contract.
I don't know one
It's a
because he didn't even
stupid,
play.
like-
The fact that he didn't even
It was-
play
it was-
that
it was
kind of
like,
hurt.
he
I saw him
really
play.
said that. Yeah, let me do this.
He played only a couple games in the
I don't know
Atlanta
why
series,
you
and
lot-
he didn't play. He didn't touch the ball. Sixers or Celtics, he didn't touch the ball at all. He only played like 2 games in the Hawks
I can't
series.
believe you don't really gave Robinson that
Give him that.
contract.
Yeah.
Just after, but just that after the butt. Come on, man.
It's because he doesn't play no. I don't understand
You
why
man saw
we
him
did.
shoot like JJ Redick one time and said, "Let's play this guy."
Like, there's no way you like. He was undrafted, and there's a reason why.
I don't want to get onto him for being undrafted or anything like that. I just think he very much jumped the gun. I think you could have paid him half of that money. He still would have taken the contract.
He would have taken anything because he was
I'm
undrafted.
pretty sure it was on less than $1 million before that as well. So
that
shout-
money was.
Shout out to him, man. Go get your bag.
Well, yeah, he got his bag.
Rods, do the intro because we started. I didn't even expect having this conversation when we got
Right.
in there.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, baby mums and baby dads, welcome back to another episode of Take It to the Rim podcast with myself, Rods, aka Free Agent. Out here searching.
Unrestricted free agent,
Free agent.
Yeah.
To my immediate left, we got man like LM Heat pulling up from the 3.
Yeah, we've already had a
Jimmy Release.
the pod basically already started, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
You get me? But yeah, there we go. There we have it.
And then we got Clipper Cam out here.
What's
Yeah,
good?
like,
What's
just
good?
out. They're just out. But next season they should be war already.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk too much in it.
They should be war
if you man
already.
don't get chipped next season, you're getting rushed.
Nah. I need to all this talk here. I need to see Clippers like at least.
Do you know what?
Dude,
What you say? I would say at least a conference final, bro.
In my opinion,
Finals.
we should be the best team in the league next year. That's my personal opinion.
And I'm not,
And
I'm not
I
even against
think
that.
everyone should hold us to that standard.
We're
as well.
clipping this.
No, clip it, bro,
We're
clip it.
clipping this.
I think that's common
Save
knowledge,
this.
though,
Put
innit?
put this in a file of things to pull up just in case.
No, 100%,
Yeah?
bro. I'm gonna hold all kinds of smoke, but realistically, next like each year that has gone by has been our year, and it just hasn't banged for us, innit? So
Nah,
I'm easy. I don't mind. I'm good. I'm good. And the thing is, I don't even think we'll have the best record in the league next year. But when we get to the playoffs, that's when it.
so
when
what
it
are you
really matters.
expecting next season for the Clippers?
A finals appearance. It has to be.
A final.
Otherwise, it's a disappointment of a season. It might be if we do not make
What?
the
So
finals.
no finals, and that's a disappointment.
100%, man.
They have
100%.
Kawhi Leonard,
But
they have Paul George, and they've got a very
Crazy supporting
deep
cast, in my opinion,
supporting
man.
cast
Yeah.
who are all two ways. Norman Powell,
So finals or
Covington.
nothing?
It might-
100%.
I'll be disappointed. 100%.
So Warriors are slapping.
No, the thing is, I'm for me.
We should beat them though. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
because I'm
We
saying
definitely
'cause
should beat
the
them.
Clippers, how they actually set up, they're actually perfectly set up to go against the Warriors and win.
We have to see that, boy.
100%.
Because I haven't seen Kawhi.
Imagine-
I haven't seen Kawhi hit.
Yeah, but the thing is, Kawhi, he can not play basketball for 3 years, come back and still
Yeah,
be one of the best
I'm
players.
confident in
and
that,
this,
bro.
this is what's happened.
That's what he did in San Antonio. He came to Toronto.
San
and won a
Antonio,
ring.
boom, came, won. Like he's
And people forgot what Kawhi was.
For
Man.
Kawhi, I don't care how much time he takes off. When he comes back, he's one of the best players in the league.
As long as he's
straight
locked
away,
in, man.
he could come to a game absolutely fried, and he's still one of the top players.
He hasn't
100%.
he hasn't played ball since he got injured in the second round series against Utah last year. So that would be over a year. By the time the season starts, he would have been off for at least like 18 months
Yeah,
of not playing ball, bro. In a hyperbolic chamber, like Goku getting ready, man. I need that.
So what? Finals or nothing?
100%. Finals are, but I
that's
confidently
actually
say,
the only team that I'd actually pick to beat Golden State in the West. Everyone else,
I think the Lakers good if they patterned up, but I just don't think they will.
If they ban that.
It's about start.
I'm not even.
That's a whole different.
Like I said, for me, it's always about who has the best player. I think right now Steph is better than LeBron currently in a playoff series. Most likely he would be. However, obviously regular season LeBron, we saw what that was. It's crazy. I think Kawhi and Paul George will both average between 23 and 25 next year. Come playoffs, I have no idea what we're going to see.
I think come playoffs, Kawhi's averaging close to 30, 100%.
He normally does that, innit? But more time, it is what it is. You said about the Clippers today anyway. We ain't done nothing special for a minute.
I hear that.
We're loading.
Should we talk about the Nets? We talk about every single team except for.
Wait, we're rounding things off. Like,
No.
We're gonna go into them because I have a lot to address. I have a lot to upload.
Just let you know.
No.
Everyone has
ready.
to hold it.
I don't want to
Quickly.
I'm very ready
Rods,
to upload.
there's a jersey on still not wearing on this podcast. We haven't recorded a pod for how long, and you still do not own this jersey.
Need to go get that, boy.
In 4K, you're a liar.
You should have told me. You know what? If you reminded me, I would have got you one in Turkey because you know them. I would have got.
Could have got £11, bro.
Yeah, less
I'm
than
like,
that, bro.
come on.
I would have got you that, bro. I completely forgot. If I remembered that, I would have got you that.
Alright, so
You figured me out. They come you red.
cool. So we're back in the studs now. We're not doing the live, so
Yeah.
alright, so what we're gonna do? What do I have to do now then? So obviously I know what I have to do, but how is it gonna be laid out?
Get it done.
No,
Well,
Rods, real talk.
On a real talk, yeah, okay, cool. I'll have to put it in the chat. Jersey bought, yeah. Either I go to NBA store, order it whatever way. Is it the same price online? And
Probably get it
store?
cheaper elsewhere. Don't buy it from Nike. That's where it'll be
Just
most
go online.
expensive.
Just check
Yeah, you see
online.
NBA store online, no?
Even if you get a fake one, I honestly don't care.
Can't 100% do that. Them other, you know the
I
ones
don't
there,
care.
yeah.
I don't care because Nike.
Go to Bossman or something.
Official Nike jerseys are like, if you don't get the Swingman ones, they're like
Yeah, well,
£80.
Sports Direct, no? Sports Direct?
They don't sell basketball
No,
jerseys.
Nike's
no, you know,
Well, even Nike store you can get-
Nike you can. Nike online you definitely can.
Nike store.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them.
They're in the finals. There'll be a Jason Tatum jersey.
Yeah, 100%. Of course, I'm not worried about that. I'm just thinking about the cheapest possible.
Go to them
option.
outlets. Probably them outlets.
AliExpress.
100%.
DHgate.
eBay. Cool, 100%. All right, cool. That's
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get a hat as well and sign as well too.
The
'cause I'm
100%
moving
still.
mad.
You might have to do
Alright,
the full shorts and the jersey.
The whole full
That is
kit,
looking
the
nuts.
full thing.
He'll be
that's-
looking
I can't be doing
insane.
that.
And you gotta have the
I can't be doing
forearm band like Jason
No, I
Tatum
can't
as
be
well.
doing that. What if I don't want to cream my legs?
No, you have to, bro.
You have to, man.
I don't want. If I don't want
No,
to.
but it's your fault. It's gotten this far, so you need to do it.
Okay, cool. I hold my hands up. I take accountability.
You're gonna have to take them pictures. You're gonna have to take the pictures like say you're about to play, like you just been signed for the
Yeah,
Celtics and that. You know, we got the basketball like that.
Yeah.
So what do you want me to do? You want me to do this? Shall I hold it like this?
Yeah.
Shall I spin it?
That's like an NBA photo shoot.
Yeah.
Media day.
Damn.
Holding the ball like that.
Yeah. Done out here, man.
Yeah, definitely my fault. I'm finished. I'm in. If I speak, I'll be in trouble.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So getting away from that,
Yeah.
knowing I got things to do.
Yeah.
Where were you going from it? Always in terms of off season, the Nets and other teams and all the dramas. We'll get into that, but obviously, as we all know now, Golden State won the ship. Hey, hooray! Hip hip hooray! Steph Curry, great finals.
Got his finals MVP.
Yeah, got his finals MVP. So
Is he on that
Because-
table? Is he on that table?
yeah, because
is he on that round table?
Because I don't want to really
Oh, wait.
get into about in terms of the whole finals and everything because that's been there and done. But conversations around that have been happening. Steph Curry, is he top 10 all time? Because there's been debates. Okay, is he top 10 all time, and is he the best point guard all time as well?
I saw Stephen A. He took out Wilt Chamberlain to.
I
to
would
put
as
in.
well. You know he has one ring.
Yeah, in the era where Bill Russell has what? How many?
11.
that's insane. Yeah, I'll definitely
So
remove. I'll put him top
Steph
10.
Curry is top 10 all
100%.
time now,
Yeah.
that's cool. Okay, so I think
And
that's,
he
I
might
don't
not
think
be
that's a
10. He
dispute.
might not even just be 10. I feel like a
Top
lot.
5.
Top 7,
Top 5.
I'd need to do a list, man.
top 7, top 5.
LeBron, Mike,
LeBron,
Kobe.
Mike,
Kobe,
Magic.
Magic, Shaq.
See, I'm saying top 7.
then.
I'm saying top.
But then you got guys like
top 10.
Duncan has to be up there because of individual success and team success.
Yeah.
I'm not putting none of these old guys on there really.
KD.
Nah, man.
Steph's accomplished more than KD.
Yeah,
KD has one MVP. KD only
2
had,
finals MVP, 1 MVP.
yeah,
Back
but
to back.
yeah, but he only has 2 rings. Steph has 4 rings.
Fair enough.
It's tough, innit? That's what I'm saying, man.
Top 10 is very tough. I can't lie. it's
And
very tough.
this is where agendas and stuff like that come into it as well. Because if we looked at if we said, all right, everyone has to put their resume down of what they've done, there's a lot of guys who haven't accomplished as much, but because of they were the first or pioneers of the game,
Yeah,
a lot of
and-
people hold them up a lot higher.
Yeah, and I'm tired of that. If just because you were the first doesn't mean you're the best.
This is what I say about Mike, man. This is what I say about Mike.
Don't do
Okay,
that,
I'm
don't
not
do
gonna
that.
go into.
No, I'm
There's
just saying as
I
an
hear it.
example. This is what I say about Mike.
Yeah, of course.
Move that, sorry.
Yeah, it's true because even with like, especially when people also get into and talk about Mike as well, they say, yeah, he didn't want to lose the final 16. All right, cool. But if we also had to really go through everything, okay, how many playoff series, how many rounds did
Did
you
he-
get
how
bounced
many
out
times did he
before?
not make the
Because
finals?
if he didn't make, because he won
But
6.
we can say that
cool.
with any player, though, right?
Yeah,
you can
but
say that with
LeBron 10
any
straight.
Yeah,
Or 10, 10. And
the fact that they're using the amount of finals someone won or someone lost
It's
as an
because
argument,
that's the only
it's be-
leverage they have.
But it's because of how many times he's been there, though, isn't it? Like we're saying that because someone had less overall playoff success. Because I imagine because of the amount of finals LeBron made, he's probably won more playoff series than Mike.
100%.
Yeah, no, it's true.
And there's a few we like, because even there's some where you're gonna be like, okay, like after the first, so okay, that first the Golden State 2015 when that was done, that one is like, yo, going against Golden State twice back to back with the team that they had, yo, cool. When you got there 2007 with that sorry ass Cavaliers team against the Spurs. Yo, come on. But obviously, like the Mavericks one, yo, you have to take accountability for that one. Spurs one, that one you can't really give shame. I know he had one bad playoff about against the Spurs, I believe, or it was okay. But Spurs is not one where you're going to be like, because Spurs were a well-built, oiled team machine. They were like one of, if not the best team in the league during those times. Spurs were out there. So,
Steph can't be top 7.
why?
Kareem. I've got LeBron, Mike, and then after there's no real order. Kareem, Kobe, Shaq, Magic, Duncan. That's 7. People might say Bird. I ain't gonna put a white guy.
I'm putting Steph before Bird, 100%.
I don't even know how many championships Larry Bird has.
I'm putting Steph, Bird.
KD.
You could still keep Wilt in there, but KD.
Wilt does not deserve to be in there. I'll be honest, he doesn't. Because in my opinion,
Wilt
yes, he was.
bust Magic's arse, at 42 years old, just to put out there.
What, in a 1-on-1?
I don't know what they done, but I just know that his arse got
That
bust.
means absolutely nothing. Shaq would bust Magic's ass as well. If they were the same age, why is it any different then?
I'm just.
This is the point I'm trying to make,
I'm just
man.
saying, but I'm not mad with putting KD there and then putting what people will be like. What, Wilt Chamberlain 100 points. Okay, cool, but and Wilt did do a lot of broke a lot. If you put resume, okay, besides rings,
What did he do?
rings, resume, he's broken a lot of records.
What records does he break?
It's just the 100-point one, isn't it?
He averaged 50 in a season, but again, like, where's the credibility in it? Like, I would average 50 against year 6s. What's in it? Like,
because Bill Russell.
no, it's just similar, huh?
I said let's not do that because Bill Russell was there.
What does that mean? Also, like, look at Bill Russell's stats. Like, he was very much a defensive player that rebounded it. He wasn't a scorer like that. So,
I'm not mad with putting KD there at 10.
yeah. Either way, Steph is
Is in the top 10.
top
easily.
2 point guards all time.
Yeah, so okay, this is also what I
Who's
want to say
number
because
one?
Magic.
Yeah, because the thing is, right now, I had an argument on Twitter.
Yeah.
I was in a group, and I was surprised because this specific person is an older head. So I would have thought, okay,
Is an
he's-
older head.
Yeah, so I would
Yeah.
have thought he's definitely going with
Yeah.
Magic, but he was actually putting Steph there. But then he started to go back on his word because he's saying, well, Steph, he can get there. So then once he started saying that, he automatically lost because now that you've gone back on your kind of word and said, oh yeah, Magic, but is Steph the greatest point guard of all time?
Do you know?
Because I was saying that I would say because even if you do put their resumes together as well, I'm still saying Magic is 1 and Steph is 2. For now, Steph could easily go above Magic.
You know what's mad? I read one thread, right, about like, because, well, okay, when we talk about point guard, what we include in terms of
Everything. Like the thing is, Steph against, let's say, he's a better shooter than Magic, 100% easily. That's handles. Magic still handles at his height. Steph has handles too. After that, Magic, everything else is him.
Wait, what?
In terms of comparing Magic and Steph.
So you're saying the only thing that Steph has over Magic is just shooting?
Shooting has, I mean, Magic has more MVPs.
I'd say scoring. I wouldn't even just say shooting. Steph is a better scorer.
Yeah,
in
scoring, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
But Magic, overall more, like, defensively, better playmaking, possibly, because he has, like, double the assists that Steph Curry has.
Because I was even, that's
Yeah,
going
he's
back to
won
my,
more he's MVPs, final MVPs.
because going back to
well.
my point about playmaking, I was reading one thread about it. And obviously a lot of people just think playmaking is just
It's
Passing.
not just passing, but it's how you
but it's just how you
orchestrate
break
offense.
how you break down the defense, how you free up a lot of people in terms of shots. Magic did a lot of that, especially like
Exactly.
in the paint. Like he'll have like 3 man on him thinking he's about to lay it up, and then he just goes
Yeah, like he was
That's the video.
Showtime Lakers, yeah. And it's,
I don't know if you watched that documentary about him. I need to watch that. You know?
I
You
need
mean
to
the
have
new
it.
show that came
That
out?
new show, yeah.
I
Yeah,
haven't, you know.
Showtime. No, Winning Time. Yeah, I
Winning
watched
Time.
it.
Is it good?
Very good.
My
Winning
brother was
Time.
telling me about
Where
it.
is it
Very
on?
good.
Where is it on?
I sent you a link.
I watch it on Now. Yeah.
I got those links.
I watch it on Now anyway. Now TV.
Yeah, it's on Now TV.
I was thinking about
It's,
getting
it's
Now
a Sky
TV.
thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was thinking about not getting Now TV, but I've got a lot of subscriptions as well, so I'm really trying to cut down. But
Nah, man. There's a
I
good
watch
li-
quite a lot on there. I won't lie. That's why I think it's worth it. Also, I have Now TV Sport, so I can watch
fair
all
enough,
the
fair
football
enough.
stuff.
Yeah,
Magic's
so-
career averages are quite nice, you know. 19.5 points per game, 11.2 assists, 7.2 rebounds.
and bearing in mind, Magic and Steph have played the same amount of years right now, and obviously Magic career got cut down
Is
by
it quite?
certain special occasions.
Naughty boy.
He shot 85% from free throw, 52% from the field. He didn't really shoot threes, but he shot 30% average, career average. Like don't get me wrong, Magic is he has a great career. I just think as a true point guard, Magic Johnson is better.
100%.
But I'm trying to think about like the peaks of where these players are. Magic's best season was probably 86, 87. I think that was the year Jordan got drafted. 2 years after.
Was the year where he got
Unanimous. But like
MVP,
Magic's is 23.9 points, 12.2 assists, 6.3 rebounds, shooting 85% from free throw, and 52% from the field. Very efficient actually. But he wasn't a 3-point shooter like that. He attempted 0.5 threes a game. Like they weren't shooting, so
Yeah, he weren't shooting.
a lot of his shots were layups. However, like those are crazy numbers to put up. But then you look at like Steph's. If I get up Steph's unanimous years and stuff like that,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
because of shooting.
I think
Kinda
peak
understand-
Steph,
yeah,
I think
that's-
peak Steph Curry might be better than
But you
peak
know what it
Magic
is?
Johnson.
Yeah, you
But
could
we have
say
to
that.
base
Magic
it
had
on
a
a whole
better
bunch
career.
of things
Yeah.
because especially the way the game
Changed
was
completely.
Do you know what I mean? Freeze wasn't a thing now compared to
What
now,
was
so
Steph's, like,
his
unanimous
shooting's going to be a wee better.
Whew.
'Cause he was shooting.
Alright, so Steph in his career has averaged even last year. Damn. Last year alone, Steph averaged 32 points, 5.8 assists, and 5.5 rebounds, which is very good. Steph's actually quite a good rebounder, you know, for the size of him.
Yeah,
Steph's unanimous year was what year? The year they went
72 and 9.
72 and 9 and
Yeah.
lost to the thing. 30 points, 6.7 assists, 5.4 rebounds, shooting 90% from free throw. He shot 45% from three. He had a 50-40-90 year as well, shooting 30 points. Like, this is like elite scoring. Averaging 30 points, 6 rebounds,
Yeah.
5 assists. So, sorry, 30 points, 6 assists. 30 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. On 50-40-90. And he was shooting how many threes?
Probably shooting at least
11 threes a game.
I was going to say 10.
This
Yeah,
is crazy.
11.
Like, I think peak Steph is probably better than peak Magic. But the Magic is averaging 12 assists a game. I think depending on what players you have on your team would depend on which point guard you would probably take.
Yeah, but then you'd essentially put the best, if you put the best team around them both.
I'm probably still going Magic because at the end of the day, if you're thinking of a point, like fair enough, you can score me points, but if you can bring up the same points that Magic's giving you and then giving you that much assist as well
man.
as a point guard, like you can put anyone around Magic, he will still somehow make the team greater. Whereas Steph will obviously do a lot more scoring, so at least it kind of balances itself out in a sense.
But Steph is still not like we're talking like Steph is a terrible passer. He's not.
He's
Steph,
not.
He's a
He's not.
very good passer.
Steph will
Wasn't
give
a
you
terrible
half the
passer.
assist that Magic's getting you while putting up
Yeah, but I think he
close
makes
to
up
12
the assist
12
that he
points
misses
more.
out. He makes up with points, and Magic makes up the points of the
with the
assist.
assists.
So it's very techie.
How many rebounds you said?
Steph or
Magic.
That 7 or 6, 7.
yeah, 7.
So it's not even that
career-
far off.
So career-wise, Steph's averages are 25.5, 6.3, and 5.2. They both have very good numbers, like all-time
The thing
player
is,
numbers.
end of the day, Steph's not done yet, so he still
This
has
is the
time
thing.
to get a comfortable gap.
Steph
on Magic.
has a record as well that most likely won't be broken.
Which is
The all-time three-pointers made, like without a shadow of doubt. Steph played on the greatest team of all time as well, so 73-9 Warriors. I don't know. I'm still gonna say Magic.
Based on the fact that he didn't finish off his career.
Yeah,
He didn't finish his career based on
exactly
his
100%.
his shenanigans, and like I'm just gonna base it on the fact that it's a different era as well, man. Like you got to factor in so much different things when it comes down to like, especially like longevity in a player. Like there's so much technology now that can like allow a player to play a longer stretch than if you're playing like in the 80s and
Where
in
they
the
were
90s,
smoking
where they're
cigars
just-
and
do you
drinking
know what I
beer
mean?
at halftime.
You get a lot more stricter coaches, a better eating regime. So much different factors will factor into like letting a player be like go on for longer.
So just to kind of round this off, what does Steph have to do to overtake Magic?
I'd say probably one more ring, and I find it very, very hard to.
Then there'll be 5-5
So
in it.
they'll have the same amount of rings. Steph will be a better career scorer. Every three that Steph Curry makes from now on, it's a record.
Yeah, that's mad.
That's nuts. Every single three he makes from now on until he retires is a record, and I think it's something that no one will probably ever break.
I won't say that. Small.
There's not
chance.
right. I don't know if there's anyone
Small
in the
chance.
league today that has already started with like, oh, if they continue doing this, they'll break Steph's
Won't
record.
happen now, but I feel like in like 8 to 9 years time,
No, we have to
there's
let
gonna
Steph.
be-
There'll always
we have to let Steph retire for us to have that conversation.
There'll always be someone that will come in like 20 years that will start doing something that we've never seen before. Like, okay, this guy's shooting 23s a game and making 10 of them every game. Something stupid like that. I imagine at some point, but for now, like
Now, no one's touching.
now, I don't
no,
see
no
it,
one's
yeah.
touching
for
that.
the length of time it took Steph to break this record, bear in mind, Reggie Miller was playing in the 90s.
Shit, it was a while ago. Yeesh.
Reggie was on the bench for the Indiana team when Malice in the Palace happened.
Oh yeah, no, but he wasn't even playing. He was in a suit.
Nah, he
No,
was.
was-
I think
he
he
was
was
injured?
injured though, right?
was injured,
yeah.
That's how old he was, bro. Steph was still in high school in them times.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so
So
we're saying what, one more ring and Steph takes number one spot comfortably. I
as
feel like
po-
right now
for
they're
point
battling.
guards, right?
Yeah,
You're
for
talking
point
about
guards, yeah.
yeah, and he'll probably move up the ranks a bit as well. Because Duncan don't have 5 Finals MVPs. Kobe don't have 5 Finals MVPs. It'll be Kobe only has 2 Finals MVPs actually.
Steph has one. Tim Duncan, does he have any finals MVPs?
Yeah,
Yeah, he has a few. No.
there was Tony Parker won one of them. Kawhi won one of them.
Mhm.
I think Duncan might have the other 3. Maybe, unless David Robinson won one. I'm not sure, but yeah, he'll probably move up. He'll probably right now. Where have you got Steph sitting at, like 7 or 8? Yeah, on the all-time list.
Yeah, 7 or 8.
That's
Maybe-
crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like when I first saw this guy playing ball in 2009, I had no foresight into the fact that this guy could be one of the greatest players of all time, at all.
Yeah, he went under the radar to a few, to almost everyone.
No, but even when he started getting good, even in 2015 when I saw him, I was like, okay, yeah, but this like Linsanity happened not too long ago. I just feel like everyone has a wind of being really, really good, and I think it'll just die down. But with him, it just hasn't.
Do you think as a point guard, it's kind of harder for you to kind of see them being like a great player, in the sense of
Yeah, no, I agree, 100%.
Because if you got like a player like a small forward or like
A shooting
power-
guard, yeah.
yeah, like I feel
Wings,
like,
wings, 100% in my opinion have more of a chance of being
because
like, greater.
if they're shooting great, and then on top of that they can do all of the stuff in the paint, it's like you're kind of almost impossible to stop. Like you're easily more recognized as a great player.
Yeah, because once you're a wing and you become a 3-level scorer from
But as a
outside,
point-
mid, inside, post,
Two-way as well, stuff like that,
yeah,
man.
it makes it.
But as a point, it's like you have to do something. Like it's considering
Spectacular,
height,
yeah.
size, you're gonna have
It's
to
not
do
easy,
something.
man.
Yeah, because that's deep. It Magic was a big skilled point guard.
Yeah,
Steph Curry is one of the best shooters.
you're gonna have something.
Chris Paul is an amazing floor general. So they have to kind of do something that is like it
AI was a
highlights them.
bloody, you know.
He's a two-guard.
And he was
isn't
even
he?
a
Yeah,
two guard,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So it's like it's
You gotta have something incredible
something
for us to be
yeah,
like, yo.
something different. I believe 100%.
So Steph is great regardless. innit?
Even Westbrook, Mr. Triple Double.
Yeah,
So it's true. You gotta have something that's just separates you from it all. But
Quickly, while we're talking about the finals, this will probably be the last point as well.
Mm-hmm.
I feel sad for Jason Tatum.
I don't.
No, hear me out. And I hope like this is done nothing but upset him and pissed him off to the point where
100%.
he's working his game. You led the NBA in turnovers in the playoffs, right? He had 100 plus.
100
First player in NBA history
history.
to have 100 plus turnovers in a
the-
playoff series.
No, in the playoffs.
Oh, in the playoffs, so not in the series. That would be ridiculous. Sorry. Yeah, in the playoffs, in general, and a lot of it is the fact that you guys do not have a proper floor general that can set up your offense. If you could somehow swindle yourself a Jordan Poole, a Jalen Brown, just someone to control the tempo of the game, take the ball out of Marcus Smart. That would be nice, isn't it? Take the ball out of Marcus Smart's hands. Like a lot of guys, man, like would massively benefit from it on that Boston team. But even if that's not the case, you need to work on yourself and work on your game, because between you and Jalen Brown, you boys, every time you man started like doing your size ups, your headies, I was getting nervous that you were getting stripped or you're gonna turn.
I
the
wasn't
ball.
nervous.
It's
for
the cross court passes is where I lost my shit.
Listen,
though they were terrible,
the
man.
cross court passes for Tatum. What caused turnovers? Not
Because
being stripped.
he would leave his feet every single time to do it, and the second he left his feet and pumped where the ball's behind his head, everyone knew he was making a pass to the opposite corner, and
It's
every
like-
single time
'cause
they're throwing
you know-
it at people sometimes, bro.
Because it's not like Looney was double team. It was mainly Wiggins and Draymond, and
They played great
They're-
defense. Everyone, they
but
played great defense.
Wiggins is what 6'7",
Yeah,
yeah, and Draymond's
6'6".
yeah. So Jason Tatum's 6'9". That's without shoes, by the way.
Yeah,
With shoes, 6'10". Are you telling? And with real wingspan, are you telling me you can't hold the ball up there? Yeah, before leaving your feet and going up. Come on. We can't stop making excuses. And the post-game interview pissed me off because he did not take no flipping accountability like that.
No.
We. Nigga, it was you. Okay.
Nah,
it was him.
They were all bad.
They're all bad, yeah, but Tatum, you have to take accountability.
Yeah,
Like,
one of the
listen,
key reasons they lost that series was because of the amount of turnovers that he had.
Yes. And then
100%.
Jalen Brown, like, I expect for him this summer to be working on that handle. Like,
Both of them need to be, man.
Because the thing is, Jason Tatum didn't get stripped as much like that. It was mainly the passes
Yeah,
that were killing. But he had to.
Jalen Brown was getting.
Yeah, instead of him being a great scorer and scoring, he had to become the passing facilitator. Because
He
like
had
you say,
to- yeah.
Marcus Smart couldn't facilitate, even if facilitation was on the table in front of him. He couldn't do
and
it.
that's another thing as well. Tatum does like to rely on Smart to do such.
He
things.
doesn't, because the thing is, Tatum doesn't. He's not a facilitator where he doesn't. He is a weapon. Like, find me in my spot or give me the ball in any of these positions, and I'm gonna go and get a bucket. That's him. So now when he's being trapped, blitz, doubled now, and he has to become. Now you have to see the floor even more, and you have to make that right pass. He did it in game one. He was doing that, attacking, doing that. Cool, that was fine. But then it was like, now you're getting blitz doubled and everything, and now you're rattled. Like, oh. And it's like, especially just, and it happens when you see that guys haven't really doubled him like that, or they're not that aggressive. Okay, now you're about to see it because this is the finals. We've been here before.
Yeah.
We know what you're about. We've done our research. This hasn't happened to you. This is gonna make you uncomfortable. Let's go. Let's see and try it out. It was success, so they kept on running it and running it.
Yeah,
Jalen Brown getting stripped like he's a baby and he's got candy. What's going on?
The good thing about this is that all the mistakes they made can be corrected and stuff like that. It's not saying that
Yeah,
they'll
yeah,
never
100%.
they won't be back and stuff like that. They're still a very young
But we
team.
can't just say they're gonna just because they're young they're gonna be back. There's a lot.
No, of
that's
course,
gonna
of
happen.
course. Like Milwaukee are gonna be back and healthy. I was gonna say Brooklyn, but you might not even make the playoffs next year
That's
anyway.
not even good.
You know, you never know what's gonna happen with Chicago. Cleveland are another young team who are just gonna keep getting better as well. It will never just be easy. However, I just think because of how good Tatum is, and he didn't really show it in this playoff series, which is kind of sad to see.
Yeah, these moments though.
Nah, man. Like for what the way we talk about him, yeah. Like the way like this pod, the people in general talk about him. Bro, like really, yes. Like people were saying this guy is a superstar. What once Boston beat you, man, people were calling Jason Tatum a superstar. They're saying this is him arriving now, isn't it? But that was a sub-bar player. You weren't even the best player on the team in that series as well. That's probably the kicker to it as well, because not only did Tatum play badly, but Jaylen Brown didn't play amazing and was still better than him. You know, we need to see more. I know the playoffs were a few weeks ago, but it's the off season now, isn't it? This is where people work on their game, and I'm sure he'll still be on a little vacation, but once he gets back to it, that's something that needs to be corrected.
And going back to what you said about teams coming back stronger, a lot of players are coming back as well next season as well.
A lot.
Who are we talking?
Well, quite a few.
We're talking, well, if we got the same bubble Murray that we got,
Jamal Murray,
if we
Jamal
got
Murray,
the
Michael
same
Porter
way he
Jr.
was playing in a bubble, then yeah.
MPJ might not be playing.
I don't know what Zion said.
He might have an early career and like.
Is that
Michael Porter Jr.?
What's happening? I thought his back's fine.
So you know he had back problems coming into the draft.
Yeah, and he had
It's the
surgery.
same things that just keep happening in it, and it seems like it's just a recurring
and
thing.
he's young as well, man.
I mean, he's lucky. He's lucky Denver paid him when they did. Otherwise,
But he not saying he could have, but they were saying he was gearing up to play in this playoffs.
Yeah.
But they said no, let's just.
it's
chill,
risky
let's-
though, man. Like.
I think he'll be fine, man. I think he'll be fine from this. Like,
I hope so.
There's been no report or any indication
Or
that
setbacks and stuff.
he's back. It's just. It's not like he had. Did he get surgery? He didn't get surgery. He did recent, as in for the back issue. Now he didn't get surgery, did he?
No, bear in mind he got injured literally like a few games into the season. I think he did.
Did he have surgery? I can't remember if he had surgery or not. But either way, I don't think it's gonna be that deep. It's just a few things that has to happen. How he has to take care of stuff. But yeah, we've got like Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr. is coming back. Obviously, you got Kawhi.
Zion.
Yeah, Zion. Remember Alonzo from the Bulls? He should be back as well.
The Zion one's quite a big one, to be honest.
Yeah, and he's looking good. He heard you, Luke. He heard you speak.
Nah, bro,
Because
nah, for real.
now he's
He's in
looking
weight.
serious.
Do you know what? With him, he might just be one of those guys though that like when he gets in the gym, he's ripped in like a week. And I'm not saying that he's like set and done already.
Yeah, but he can get there quite quick because I think he can and probably does have a very good metabolism where he can just strip off him. But if he just eats the right things, he's
he
there.
just patterns up in it.
'Cause he's
Kind of
there.
like a Harden, isn't it?
Yeah,
Harden's metabolism.
thing is,
Like he has his
with Hard-
moments where he's looking
No,
bare
Harden,
chubby,
yeah,
and then
Harden can
If there
look
wasn't a
plump and
10-year
then go
age difference between them, I'd be like, yeah, cool.
No, but the thing is, as well, obviously that one with his hamstring and that, so is a bit mad with Harden. I don't think he ever fully
Bro,
healed.
the way he was looking when he just before he left Rockets compared to when he came to you guys,
Yeah, that was mad.
he was looking wham in Rockets, and that weekend being with you guys it was just trimmed like, and then it went back up again, and then now he's just stayed like that.
Yeah, it's a mad
Chubby.
thing still. So yeah, man. But
It'll be interesting to see
what's going on. And
next season.
talking about players coming back, there's new players coming in. Obviously, the NBA draft was there
Last night,
and I don't.
You see this number one pick, yeah?
Paolo.
Paolo,
What's he saying though?
Nah, he's good.
Okay,
man.
okay.
He's good.
Okay,
He's
wait,
good.
What's he saying? Because I ain't seen.
Okay, Paolo.
He's good.
He's very.
Paolo's
good.
very. Listen.
He's
Paolo is very good.
Yeah.
Like, literally, the only thing about him, which I'm like, you need to work on, is his shooting. That's it.
He's not even a bad shooter.
He's
as
not
well,
a
like,
bad
I would say
shooter,
that.
but he's
So-
gonna get better.
So
Don't know. Even besides that, the only other issue I have with him is how much weight he loses
apparently he loses £7 a game,
a
right?
game because like
'Cause he sweats so
because he
much.
sweats so much.
So
he loses
condition, I don't know.
£7 a game.
But bro,
He's gonna have to eat.
also he's not light though. He's 6'10", 255, bro.
6'10", 255.
At power forward, he's like,
a big
bro,
boy.
When you look at him play, he's athletic, crazy athletic. I will say this, yeah. I was excited for this draft just because it wasn't one of those boring drafts where there's the number one guy that everyone knew, like last year, everyone knew Cade was going number one.
Yeah.
There was no real question about it, and then everyone else was kind of slightly below him. I'd say the top 3 picks, they could have gone
Anyone
anywhere.
could have gone one.
Any of them could have gone number one. I'm pretty sure until maybe yesterday morning, Jabari Smith was they were saying he was going to go to Orlando. He was
And then
gonna
there
be
was
number one
even
pick.
like a few chat that Paolo was definitely going to go number one. Like he was
Yeah,
rising
yeah.
the ranks. Then it was Chet.
Chet
So
at
it
one point
kind
was
of-
supposed to be surefire number one, but it was always going to be one of those 3 guys,
Yeah.
isn't it? And I think looking at how everything panned out in the draft, it makes sense. Orlando kind of went with a traditional big as opposed to a shooting wing type big in Jabari Smith.
I thought they should have gone for Jabari Smith. It would have made more sense.
For what they are, yeah, but when you look at the fact that they've got Wendell Carter Jr. already, yeah.
True. No, yeah, yes.
But I don't. If
No,
I've
but
got,
even so, like,
but you go and watch
I'm
Paolo's
putting
Duke
Paolo
highlights.
instead
He was,
of Wendell.
but Paolo was on the perimeter a lot in Duke, and he was just driving as a power forward, didn't it? But obviously it's a bit different in college. Are you watching his highlights? Yeah, he's nasty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bro,
he's
like
a nasty
he's
guy.
Nah, he's athletic, but this is what I like to see though. Big men who are athletic and not just like, slow and steady with everything going on. Even Chet is a skilled big man, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, he's skilled.
he's not pure back to the basket.
KD vibes.
This is what you think this guy is.
No, Chet.
I'd say Jabari Smith is more
Jabari
KD,
Smith
KD
is
vibes.
more KD type in the way because he's more perimeter than
Yeah.
interior.
Yeah.
Of the 3, he's the best. Apparently, he's supposed to be the best 3-point shooter in this draft. I don't know about that. Of the 3, he's the better shooter. I would say.
I think he's one of the best, or if not the best shooter.
Oh
in
yeah,
this
yeah.
draft.
Paolo's probably the most athletic. People are saying Chet might have the biggest upside or potential anyway if he achieves it. Obviously, it doesn't. It's being 7 foot and being like 195 pounds ain't great.
He's a bit mad that
He's to put on some weight, man.
It's a
but the thing
Porzingis
is, I don't think
situation.
that's
again.
going to happen.
Some people just can't put on weight.
Yeah,
in their
because you have to look at
frames,
his genetics. I saw his parents. That is not going to happen.
Skinny,
Bro, they're
skinny and tall.
Yeah, they're just skinny, slim, tall. Like
Yeah.
that's it. And like
I think.
if I go, can I go there? Am I allowed to go there?
I mean, you're editing, so just beep it out.
No, I'm
innit?
just saying. Okay, because when it comes to genes and genetic, historically,
Yeah.
like
the food that
let's
they
roll
eat,
that the black people and black athletes historically their genes and everything, they're able to switch that. They can come in skinny and just and with them genes and that, it'll be harder.
Anthony
for
Davis is a
him-
prime example of that.
Who?
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, it'll be harder for him because obviously his ancestors were too busy.
Giannis.
And
Oh,
they're
God.
not in it. Whereas we were.
Beat this,
we were-
Rodney.
Whereas we was running. Yeah,
Yeah.
we was
Oh,
running.
fuck, yeah.
We was running, jumping. We was doing a lot.
Yeah.
Them man were drinking beer and throwing whips. Like,
Riding horses and that on a
you know what I'm saying? So we got-
luxurious lifestyle.
like, it's gonna be.
I know
a
what you
bit-
mean.
It's gonna be tough. Like, and the way I just see, I think he does eat, but he just has such a high and fast metabolism.
Oh yeah, most likely.
that it's like
Most likely.
whatever he's eating is by the time he takes 3 steps, he's been burnt off, bro.
But
Because it's mad.
I would say like we've seen a lot of guys with a
I'm gonna
similar
have to
frame.
bleep that whole thing.
Yeah, 100%. We've seen a lot of guys.
If you knew that, why'd you say it?
Yeah, but sometimes just let it go, man. You never know.
Like, he's venting. He's venting.
Yeah,
That's
plus
it.
it's
It's
good
his
to just
therapy.
bleep because the people want to know what did he say. Then they're gonna start asking maybe in the DMs like, what did
Yeah,
he say? there?
DM
What did
Rodney
he
if
say
you want to
there?
know what he said.
Yeah, man. DM. Don't DM me. DM the podcast if you want to know what I said. innit?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Chet reminds me a little bit of Porzingis, slightly. I hope it doesn't come with the same like health concerns or anything like that. But the fact that even Porzingis came in super skinny and still managed to put some weight on.
Yeah, he managed to put
I
some weight,
have
yeah.
belief that he will not. He will like in 2-3 years. I expect him to at least be 220, and that's fine. I think that's as heavy as he'll need to be anyway. Because we were saying before he might end up being a power forward. He might just end up being a taller power forward and being more of a perimeter big as opposed to being a back to basket. Because you don't. Not saying that he's skilled enough to like he's got posters and stuff, but when you're back at like he can't. One, he definitely will be able to probably back down Draymond Green. who's a good 6 inches shorter than him. That's where your problems.
The
like,
thing is where
like
it's
start,
gonna
man.
it's gonna be
He's gonna get bodied
it's
quite
gonna
a lot.
be techie.
Yeah,
That's fair enough. It's gonna happen. That's cool. But what's gonna be techie is that he's gonna have to really make sure that his conditioning and strength is on point, because defensively they're gonna seek him out,
yeah,
and that's
100%.
gonna be very tiring for
he's
him.
a good
as
shot
well.
blocker, though, man. I would say, it's
good
not
shot, yeah.
easy.
100%. But even if it's not shot blocking where he's taking hits
Yeah,
in the post and people are cutting, or he's just doing all those things, or let's say they bring him up to the perimeter and
Yeah.
tie him out. Now offensive, you have to now run back down there and make a shot. Now that strength bit is there, but however, he's in NBA, gonna be in a program.
Yeah.
I assume they're going to. I know they was asking for his medical history and stuff, but he's gonna be in an NBA program. I think that he's one of the ones where he's just got to wait on him. Like, it may not be now, but after, like, maybe in about 2 years, 3 years,
yeah.
he should be a project where in the 4th and 5th year he's asserting himself as, you know, a star player in this league.
I agree, and I think he'll be able to do. I think all three of them are gonna have. Hopefully, will have good careers anyway.
So what does this mean for the teams that they're going into?
So
Like,
obviously,
OKC are just like, for me, OKC in like 7 to 9 years are looking very, very good, and they should be doing stuff. But then also the Pistons are looking very good too.
I was gonna say 2 teams that had very good nights. OKC had a great night. OKC had the
yeah.
number 2 pick and the number 12 going into this draft. They made a draft night trade with the Knicks, who we're gonna talk about. Had a stinker.
yeah, the Knicks didn't get any.
Had a stinker. Had a
They didn't
stinker.
get
They ended up
anybody.
trading the 11th pick.
Yeah.
And
OKC.
Kemba Walker.
Yeah.
And Kemba,
That's
yeah.
good. That's for cap
That's good
space.
to
though.
offload. That's
But
good
yeah,
to offload.
stinker. So OKC got the 11th pick and took the big man. So OKC not only got Chet, they got a 6'10" small forward,
Yeah.
who was playing out in the NBL. You know, the league that Melo Ball was playing in, the
Yeah.
Australian
Yeah,
league.
yeah.
He was playing there, and then they also got another a small forward, Jalen Williams, who I wasn't expecting him to go this early, to be honest. But either way, I think they had a great one. Detroit now had an excellent draft.
Excellent.
So people were saying Jaden Ivey was the 4th best player. I say it was Paolo, whatever, Paolo, Chet, Jabari Smith. Yeah, that was the top 3. After that was supposed to be Jaden Ivey, but because the Kings had the 4th pick, in my opinion, the Kings should have just traded back with someone, because I think the Kings took a power forward, Keegan Murray, who's 22 years old, and in my opinion, he was going to be on the board probably at 6 or 7 anyway. But because the Kings didn't need a guard, they ended up letting Jaden Ivey fall to 5. Pistons picked him up, calm, perfect pairing for Cade.
Yeah.
Imagine.
You got a guard, you got a
I
scoring
don't
guard.
want to overhype this guy because like it's a lot of pressure, but imagine like a tuned down John Morant kind of vibe. He's very athletic, good decision maker, point guard, shooting guard. I think he's like 6'4". Him and Cade, and I think you play him off ball. Let Cade be the point.
Yeah.
And
That's a good
they've got a
pairing.
backcourt for the future now.
Yeah.
In a consecutive draft, 1 and 2, perfect. But not only that, they also did a trade with what turned out to be Charlotte for Jalen Duren, who was at Memphis, being coached by Penny Hardaway. He's a 6'10" center. He's athletic, runs the floor very well. He's good, pretty decent rim protecting defender. Anyway, they could, if they really wanted to, they could get rid of BCU now. Like light work, innit? They obviously Detroit did a move to get rid of his face is in my head. It's gonna bother me. Jeremy Grant.
Yeah.
By sending him to Portland.
Yeah,
So
send
they
him
had
to
a space
Portland,
available at the 4 or the 5. They can move BCU down to 4. Jalen Duren can play the 5 for them.
Yeah.
Very nice move for Detroit, in my opinion. And I think moves like this will increase that. Like, if Detroit somehow made like the 10th seed next year, I wouldn't be surprised. I say somehow. I think it's likely they're going to make the 10th seed in the East next year. So I wouldn't be surprised if they end up making the playoffs or going any further. So there's a couple teams I think made very poor moves. The Pacers made a poor move by drafting Benedict Mathurin from Arizona. Arizona just won a national championship, obviously. But the reason I think it's a bad move is because for them, I think you need to be targeting. Granted, he's like a 6'6" small forward shooting guard. Yeah, they should have been targeting a big, in my opinion. You've got Sabonis. You've got sorry, not Sabonis. You've got Miles Turner, who's going to be who they're trying to get rid of. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got Malcolm Brogdon. You drafted Chris Duarte last year. You've still got
Halliburton.
Halliburton as well.
And they got Buddy Hield.
Bro, like you've got too many guards in my opinion. Innit? I don't think guards and wings.
Guards are not the
I think
issue.
you should have gone big in my opinion. Innit? There were other guys there that probably could have done a bit more. The Blazers got lucky by getting Shaden Sharp.
Yeah. Oof,
Very lucky by getting Shaden Sharp.
Very lucky.
That's a good move for them. But again, they should have traded that pick. If they're trying to compete, you don't want a guy. Bear in mind, this guy Shaden Sharp, yeah. He hasn't played ball for the whole year. He was that supposed to be at Kentucky.
Only because of because he moved to somewhere a bit early or something like that. Or
Yeah, something
like that. So he actually wasn't allowed to play.
He wasn't eligible to play. But that means he hasn't played ball for the whole season, bro.
Yeah, and it's like it'll be good to play against the competition.
Something
there, just so. But we don't know what he's doing behind closed doors, and
it's probably definitely practicing at least.
And you never know what runs he's going to and people he's playing with as well. Because I'm sure that would have been organised.
Still though, man, it's a risky move to make, especially when Dame's already like. Dame don't want to win in my opinion.
Listen,
but whatever.
Portland, I have. But when they got Jeremy Grant, and I'm like, I don't give a crap.
So
like,
next year they're gonna be running Dame, Josh Hart, Jeremy Grant, Anthony Simons. And Nurkic again? That team stinks to me, bro.
It's just, for me, it's like Dame has accepted the fact that, you know what, if I stay here and absolutely ball out, people can't get onto me because of the team I had. No,
that's what you think.
Because
you don't know about this podcast.
There's so many chances for him to get out of Portland and go somewhere and be able to compete. But what do I always say? He's running from the grind because
and the
if
thing
he's
is,
playing that position and he flops, he drops.
Yeah. Because the fans, I don't think the fans
trying to hear it, man.
The fans won't even put it against him if he leaves, man. Because
everyone's been telling him you gotta leave. CJ's even out of there, and he flipping made the playoffs.
And he's flourishing, bro.
He's flourishing there. It's time for you to go. It's not your bro. Since you've come into the league to now, all you've done is won Rookie of the Year. Like, do you not want to do something else? Get out of there. It's done.
Anything.
Like, it's finished.
Anything.
At this point, he's playing ball to fund his rap career. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Pretty much.
At this point, that's what it is.
I'd say a couple more moves or draft picks that I liked.
What's Mark Williams saying?
So Charlotte basically took him. Charlotte moved down from 13 to 15 to get Mark Williams out of Duke. He's supposed to be a good athletic big.
I think that will work well with Hornets because
I guess
Washington's there.
They don't have a solid center in my opinion, so that's why it's good. Like they drafted a player who I think could potentially start for them next year. Do I think it's going to be game changing? No.
Nah.
Like they're one of those fringe teams that got a bit too good too early. They needed one more year of not being.
At least they're letting.
Like the second Melo got there, they already weren't like that. Weren't terrible in it. They drafted James Bouknight with the 11th pick last year, and he hasn't played a great deal. I think. This guy will have the most likelihood of having an impact just because he's a center, and that's a position they desperately need. But I don't think it's gonna necessarily amount to like that. I think they'll have a very similar record to last year. I wanted to touch on Spurs drafted a guy from the UK.
Jeremy
Sohan.
Yeah,
with the 9th pick, bro.
9th, like he was top 10. He played Milton Keynes. He was there playing Milton Keynes in a college in the UK.
Yeah, man.
What was he like? Good.
He went 9th in the draft.
But have you seen him though?
I've seen his college stuff. He's not like an outright scorer or anything like that. But he's a good rebounder.
He's one of those where he's just a balanced player.
I would say I'd say that the main reason he went so high is one, he's a pretty good defensive player, but two, I think he hustles like all the time, man. Like he plays with a level of aggression, and you know like I don't want to say he's like Dennis Rodman. The reason he reminds me of Dennis Rodman is just because he dyes his hair all the time anyway. Like yellow, pink, all kinds of mad colours.
Blue in it at the draft.
Yeah, but all kinds of stuff in it. To be fair, one thing I will say about these rookies, they were drippy. 100% they were drippy,
they
bro.
were
There have been previous years where guys are hot and cold. Trae Young wearing shorts was not it. I remember Trae Young wearing shorts was not it. These boys came drippy. Chet came dripped up.
Yeah, he came
I saw he had a
He
dash
had a
chain, yeah.
Bust
Down. He had a Richard Mille on his wrist.
So,
Yeah.
Giuseppe's-
And you want me to believe these guys weren't getting paid, but obviously they're allowed to get
They're
paid
allowed
now.
to get paid. They were getting paid.
But
They
come
were
on,
getting
come
money.
on. And this has been happening for years.
The game's
But you know
changing,
what?
man.
I'm very happy that they're getting paid this
Yeah.
early because it allows them to understand how to use and
Manage their money,
finances.
yeah. They don't lose
So
their
when
heads
it
as
goes
much,
to the
man.
NBA,
Yeah.
they're not losing their heads like, oh, I got bare money. It's like, okay, now I've got more. I can, you know what
Words.
I mean? So it's very good. They was
Words.
getting robbed, now they ain't getting robbed.
Yeah, 100%. Those college guys needed it. But yeah, shout out to Jeremy Sohan. Anyway, we appreciate
Gonna be watching
100%, man.
as well, man.
because
Watching
I
five.
haven't wanted to watch the Spurs for years.
Yeah, now I want to I'm really looking forward to
Yeah.
seeing it. Just for him and DeJounte Murray as well. Just those two. That's it.
Dejounte Murray, we're going to talk about this now anyway.
yeah.
There have been a lot. I'd say those are mainly the most notable. Two last ones actually. The Warriors drafted a 6'10" sniper. I just want to talk about that. The Warriors drafted a 6'10" sniper in it.
Yeah, I saw, and it's just
Patrick Baldwin Jr.
yeah. But either way, I'm not too because, like I say, they had good rookies. They didn't play much. Like Kuminga only got a few.
I don't expect this brother to play much next year at all. However, when
I'm talking playoffs, regular season.
they're
they'll get in it.
continuing to do good work in the draft senate, and this is the Warriors were definitely a built not bought team.
Yeah.
Like 100% of the players that they had win a ring last year. A lot of them that hadn't played for any other NBA team prior to playing for the Warriors anyway, even if they had any other type of career anyway. But their GM has his head switched on at all times. That man won a ring last week and they're still making smart moves. The Knicks, let's talk about it. The Knicks need to pattern up. The Knicks desperately need to pattern up.
Flipping
innit?
mess.
Desperately need to. So my brother's a Knicks fan. Yeah?
Sorry, yeah.
No, don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for him. Why would you make such a terrible decision in your life? I went on Snapchat, this morning, I always do it every single year after the draft because I have reactions of him reacting to players they drafted. Yeah?
They got nobody.
5 years ago today, I checked it, the memories from 5 years today. They drafted Frank Ntilikina, bro.
And did they not get another French guy this
So they drafted
They're about to make this.
They
they're
drafted
about
the
to make
6'10"
this-
guy
yeah.
that eventually went to OKC. I think the Knicks are very much done at
They're
it.
just finished.
The reason why this is stupid, is because they did all these moves. They traded away the 11th pick, and then they eventually traded away the pick they got in return of that to not have any picks for this draft, just so that they could free up cap space. Why?
To aggressively pursue Jalen Brunson.
To aggressively pursue. He's not an unrestricted. He is an unrestricted free agent. However, who can pay him the most money? Dallas.
And what did Mark Cuban say? We're gonna pay him.
We're gonna
He's
pay
get
him,
his
bro.
money.
We're
So
gonna
it's
pay
like,
him.
why would you take that risk to not have no picks to aggressively pursue someone who the guy has said we will pay him?
It's not even just that. Like, it's great that you're aggressively pursuing. If you said
That's
Zach
it.
Levine, I would say this isn't a terrible move. If you said
But he's-
Bradley Beal, this isn't a terrible move.
But he's an
Kyrie, it's not a terrible move. But you're talking about Jalen Brunson like he's the second coming, bro. Like he's and Jalen Brunson had a great playoffs. He had an alright season. But I'm not giving up on a number 11 draft pick for him.
I'm not doing that.
That's crazy. What are we doing here? innit? Like the Knicks are run by fools, clearly, because that makes absolutely no sense to me. They got rid of Kemba Walker to again free up the cap space, but
Who did he go to again? Because they're gonna buy him out.
Charlotte, Detroit, I think.
Yeah.
What,
Detroit,
Kemba?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went.
Yeah,
He's gonna get bought out.
Yeah,
Detroit.
he's gonna get bought
Kemba
out
might be
anyway.
done out in his career.
He might,
anyway.
he might not get.
Because this is the second time he's getting bought out
Bought
in like 2 years.
And he's got a big contract, no?
No, it's not that bad. So he got bought out by OKC
Yeah.
when the Boston traded him to OKC for picks. Then the Knicks picked him up for like a 2-year deal, 2 years, 18 mil, stuff like that. It's nothing crazy, but he's probably getting bought out of there as well. The Knicks, however, need to stop giving fucking stupid contracts to everyone. The reason the Knicks had to clear up cap space is because Evan Fournier is making 19 mil a year.
like-
He's on basically the exact same contract that Duncan Robinson's on.
And it makes no sense. Like,
They re-signed Julius Randle last year to pretty much a max contract. He's gonna be like 25 a year. That is gonna hurt them so much.
bad because a guy who is a professional basketplayer, but he can't go right. Oh God, Jesus, makes no flipping sense.
And it's contagious because RJ Barrett can't go right anymore either.
Like these guys are
I
not
said anymore, yeah.
they're not developing over
Nah,
there at
man.
all.
Nah,
they're
they're
not.
not.
Bro,
They're just
the
running
same.
suicide. They're
It's
running
the same
suicides
thing
every practice, bro.
every
That's what they're-
single year. I'm tired of this organization. It's always them.
What a waste of an arena, man.
Wasting time. RJ Barrett could be so much better right now if they actually
Yeah.
put him in somewhere. They don't even have great skill developers over there. Like, how are you? This is your life. It's your career. You know.
Imagine.
Like this is what you do
Imagine.
for a living, and you can only go one way.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's
Crazy,
That's
bro.
that's ridiculous.
It's
Imagine
worse than Shaq
a
and his
football
free
player
throws.
who can't dribble with his
And
right
even
foot.
Shaq was dominant. At least be
Imagine
good
that. No,
at-
imagine a football player who can't dribble with his
Yeah.
right foot. That's basically RJ Barrett and Julius Randle.
Embarrassing.
Like, come on, bro. Your what was it? Your godfather Steve Nash. Flipping work, bro.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Call
You have
him
no
out.
excuse.
Do
I don't
something.
understand. It really
Facts.
hurts my head. Like, oh,
It's hilarious though because obviously the narrative is that the Knicks are just run by idiots and they never get it right and they've even if they do
Knicks,
get Jalen
give
Brunson,
me a seat at the table. Give
give
me
someone,
a
one of
seat.
us.
Give us a seat
One of
at
us,
the table.
please.
We will do much better work than what's going on over there. Because what
Facts.
is going on over there is a horror film.
it's a clown show.
This is Get Out, Knicks edition.
it's a mockery. It's a joke.
I've seen rubbish before, but this one is a
It's
discovery.
rubbish and different. It's rubbish and different this time, man. 100%.
Oh, yeah, we need to get away from,
Yeah,
from these because
Yeah.
my chest is getting hot, bro.
Right,
When I'm
right.
talking about these,
All right, let's move off.
let's
move
get
off
into
of
the
it.
dramas. Let's
So
get into
so
the dramas.
we said this pod's gonna be called Draft and Dramas, yeah.
Yes, draft and dramas.
What kind of dramas are we talking about here?
Okay, so cat's out the bag, right? Should I put it out there, right?
Yeah, my God.
So I am officially testing out the free agent market. Listen,
What's going over there in Brooklyn,
okay,
man?
let's
Tell
bruv,
them.
don't-
Tell them.
I don't have the capacity. Okay, cool. So
A lot's going over there.
bruv, I could punch up Sean Marks and Josiah right now. Bruv. Like, I don't give a toss. I understand. Kyrie has missed a lot of games, yeah. Okay, cool.
So has Ben.
Yeah, okay, cool. So let's just say, okay, so Kyrie, first he's obviously he played, then they basically shut him down because KD wasn't going to play as well. They shut him down, cool. That one, I'm not even going to say anything about because they shut him down. Wasn't great. Like, it made no sense for him to be out there. That one's fine. Season after that, he played 60 games. He's only went out because of the injury. Cool.
in the
playoffs, yeah. When
yeah.
certain, man, but I'm not even going to touch that
Got
right
to move
there.
past it now.
I'm not moving past it at all. No, I'm not. Even if I was to meet that guy now, I'm still going to bring it up, 100%.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
You gotta
I'll
be
bring up-
starstruck. You gotta be
You're not.
starstruck.
Exactly.
Can I get
I'll be like, no, of course. I'll be
Can I
like,
get a picture?
no.
Giannis.
I won't be like that. I'll be like, you're on the show, African brother, yo, I'll be like, then I'll.
Nah, you
I
gotta
think he's
forget,
Yoruba
man.
in it, so I'll learn Yoruba. Like, I know what you done, but it's cool.
You don't know Yoruba, bro. It's Greek.
Bro, he knows Yoruba, man, 100%. Have you seen his parents? They definitely drilled it into him, 100%. So he's dunking Oreos in milk like his fufu and soup, bro. Don't tell me he don't know Yoruba, bro. Yes, he does. Man's crushing the Oreo. The milk's not even in a glass, it's in a bowl. Don't tell
Like
me he
it
don't
was
know
cereal. Man said milk in a bowl like cereal.
Fam, so I get it. And this season, the vaccine. So there's two sides of me to this, right?
Wait, didn't last year you missed? You said how
Bubble. He didn't. They were saying
No,
they
not
shouldn't
talking
play.
about Bubble. Last year, did he not just say I'm not playing because I don't feel like it?
Okay, riots and
Like,
stuff like that.
Listen, rights.
I don't know.
He said fuck this job.
He didn't play for what, 2 games?
Bruv, he's with the railway strikers as well, bro. So he's not on it. He's not on it. He said, "Nah, I need some time off, man."
He needs to understand that you can still stand for what you stand for and make a point and flipping do your daily job, bro. This is a part of me where it's like, I understand they're tired of it. Like, how
Sick
can
and
you?
tired.
You're telling me you want me. Yeah, I'm a billionaire. I got peas. You're telling me you want me to cash out on you, and I don't even know if you're available like that.
Trust.
Like, let's come to some sort of deal or agreement where at least it benefits the both of us. Where at least
I can
you're
rely
showing
on
me
you, yeah.
a bit that I can rely on you and I can give, because I will give you this
Bro,
money.
Kyrie wants to go to the Ivy Asia, yeah, and the Brooklyn Nets are like, "Am I getting cheeks? We can go Ivy if I'm getting cheeks. If I'm not getting cheeks, I can't take you there." And the Brooklyn Nets ain't getting no cheeks, so they're not taking him nowhere, bro. You got Nando's
Wait,
and a
that's the
calm
thing.
one.
And for me, like, I think Kyrie
What
needs
an
to also
analogy.
get his head out of his fast. Do you know, it's like some players who haven't played as much and getting these deals, Kyrie look at them like, yeah, but it's different. They're not saying, oh, F this job, I ain't working for 2 weeks, I ain't coming into work, I'm calling in sick. They're not doing that. So it's one of the ones where for me, is two ways. Either you agree a deal where it's like, okay, cool, you're going to show me that you're at least reliable and it'll still benefit you. There'll be a few incentives for you to target, for you to hit, so I can
Minimum
alright,
games
cool.
played and stuff
Yeah,
like that. I
cool.
agree.
And it's like, they're easy. It's not like it's mad difficult, bro. It's very easy
show up
to
to
do.
work, man.
Yeah, you do that, and then cool, we can do that. Like, even I would say, because he can still decline and still get a 5 year. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Why won't you
He
decline?
can get a
this?
4 somewhere. I don't know if he can get a 5 somewhere else. I think
No,
Brooklyn
you can
are
get a
the
5 at the Nets if he
Yeah,
declines
Brooklyn are the
his
only
option.
team that can give him 5
So I'm
years,
saying,
yeah.
like, bro, instead, all right, cool. Decline your player option. You can still play out this season. That's the case. Because you can do it. He can decline play. Yes, it is. It's there. He can decline and play out the season and get. Yes, he can. It was there. I saw it.
This year, so Kyrie is currently.
He
if
can,
Kyrie, if Kyrie,
he can decline his play option to get the 5 year max. That's how he's gonna get the 5 year max.
No, so
it is.
so-
Research it right now.
No, so
Put it research.
Chill. I'll say it, then I'll check. Okay, I promise. So currently, yeah, because I played too much 2K not to know this. Yeah, currently, yeah, Kyrie is in the final. Is about to go into his player option year. Yeah. If Kyrie declines that player option, yeah, he's an unrestricted free agent. If Kyrie accepts the player option, then he's on a 1 year contract for the rest of the season, in which he can then get an extension out of, or he can decline the option, be a free agent, and get a 5 year deal for Brooklyn.
No, it's
if Kyrie declines the option, he's not signed to
If
any
he
team.
accepts this play option, then he's eligible for a 4 year extension. If he declines it,
Yeah.
then he can be eligible. He can get a 5 year from
But
Brooklyn.
if he declines it, he's a free agent, right? That's
Yes,
what
yeah,
okay,
free
yeah,
agent.
okay.
But he
cool,
can
cool.
get the 5 year
Yeah,
from
yeah,
the Nets.
yeah, he
So
can
I'm
still get it.
saying that, let's say, okay, cool, decline it. Yeah, so at least cool that this season, if you just do these things, you will get a 5 year max. You're locked down.
No,
I've got you.
Well,
bro.
so you're saying decline it and take a 1 year deal from Brooklyn?
I'm saying
Because if he declines it, he'll be If he declines it, he'll be a free agent.
No, but he can play. No, there's a thing where he can. If he can get a. I don't have my phone.
Ronnie, I'm telling you, bro. Please
Go and check because
No,
I'm sure. If
I'm
he
gonna go on
declines,
spot rack, bro, because I do this so often. Let me just carry even
I
contract.
believe if he like doesn't
Nope.
accept it and he can play out the year. He'll be a free agent, but he can still get a 5 year.
No, if he
Because
opts
how
out,
many people?
he's opting out of the whole contract, which means he's a free agent.
But is it
when
not
you
someone
opt
who
out.
declined their play option to get a 5 year max to sign? Like even Bradley Beal, he declined his play option and got the 5 year max. That's how it happened.
He hasn't signed a 5 year max. Though.
Someone has the way it's happened.
No.
I'm sure.
So So we're now in this year, yeah, the green year,
Yeah,
because
okay.
the season ends now, off season, yeah. If Kyrie declines this player option, he's an unrestricted free agent. If he accepts the player option, yeah, he'll play for this amount this year and be an unrestricted free agent next year.
Okay.
But if he declines the option, yeah, he's unrestricted. He can still get a 5 year max from Brooklyn.
Yes.
If he accepts the player option, he can. I think then you're right. He can get a 4 year extension or something like that. Yeah. So, I don't think personally you guys should even want to keep Kyrie at this point. However, the only reason you guys, and in fairness, you don't really have a say in it, because if Kyrie declines the option and says fuck it, I'll just be a unrestricted free agent. It depends how money driven he is. That's the only real difference between it. I'll be an unrestricted free agent, sign a 4 year deal somewhere else.
And it is money driven because he wants a max. He wants those P's.
No, but he can be on a max. There's a difference between the max. The only difference is the max he'll get with someone else is different to the max that you guys can give him. You guys can give him that Giannis bag.
Yeah.
That $40 million contract that eventually turns into 50 mil in probably like one of the last years. That's the big difference. But when you're earning that much money, does it matter anymore, bro?
Still, yeah, of course. You still got to.
But there's problems playing in Brooklyn already. We know this.
And
Yeah?
plus, remember the thing with Nike is like, so he wants more P's. Like,
Okay, yeah, that is fair. But it'll be 10 mil a year max more. The Nike money he's on is like 200 mil. There's a big difference between the two. The only thing keeping Kyrie in Brooklyn is KD at this point.
100%.
The only thing keeping KD in Brooklyn at this point is Kyrie.
No, because even Kevin Durant actually said on his podcast, which came out, is like he didn't. There was no insinuation that he would ask for a trade or like he even saying whatever happens, the friendship will still be there.
Yeah, no,
Which for me is essentially saying that if he does that, it's his own career. So that's why he's like
Yeah.
not getting involved, because it's man's life, man's
Yeah.
career.
Did
So
the same
it's-
thing with James Harden.
So it's one of the ones where if you go and you do your thing, like it's not necessarily saying I'm out. But the thing is, if I'm Brooklyn, I'm like, I don't know what's going on with Bradley Beal, but I'm saying if you don't come here, I'm making sure someone breaks your legs, bro. I don't care. Because
So
if like we
Yeah.
were saying before, remember time ago was talking about
Yeah, I remember sitting
Simmons
right there
and
yeah.
Bill, and I was like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I can't lie. If Bill's saying, yo, you know what? Okay, let's do something. Let's shake things up. And he comes there, Kyrie, whatever you do, I even give it a toss. I will give it a toss.
So what I think you guys would be able to do, and I mean there would have to be an agreement there of it. You can do a sign and trade with Washington, where both Kyrie and Bradley Beal opt out, of their current contracts, sign a new max deal. You do a 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah.
I don't think either team. I don't think.
No, what is Washington not going to accept that?
No, Washington would accept it. I don't think Kyrie will accept it because he'll need to accept the contract for it to go through.
Kyrie's.
He's not gonna opt out and then sign a new contract and allow you guys to trade
And
him.
apparently he's looking. But even KD was always saying all these rumors and reports are coming out now as well. It's kind of the way he's making it seem is like, brother, a lot of this stuff's happened and it's a bit of cap. And I would understand.
Of course, it's a bit of cap, man.
The media
Stories.
are seasoning things because they
Yeah.
need is playoffs.
They
is done.
need it.
They need stories. They need things to get out there. Happy agendas, happy run. You know what I mean? So, but it would make sense for Kyrie to stay at the Nets. Just stay there and just show up. Because him going to the Lakers, you're going to take significantly less money.
Yeah.
And if your Nike deal's really moving, I don't think Nike are going to fully back up because his shoe sells like crazy.
He's got one of the best
For
signature
Nike to
shoes.
say no to you're
Yeah,
donuts
they
because
be
no,
losing nuts.
these 3 years he hasn't even paired up, but the shoes that he's bringing out, they're getting bought up, up.
Pause.
But they're getting bought. They're getting bought. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't think Nike are gonna free because being business people. If
there's
he's,
no way they'll
if
give
he's
up on it.
not as active and his shoes are still up there, number one, if not the best, yeah, bro. If he switches up, it's gonna be even better as a business. They ain't gonna do that. But
Yeah.
all that stuff is moving mad. KD, like, he's still locked in for a contract anyway, so I believe a deal will happen and Kyrie will end up back at the Nets because it's the only team which makes sense. It's like it's his hometown, where he grew up, it's a team that he rooted for back in the day, obviously when they were New Jersey Nets. I get there's frustrations with all the stuff and everything, but like I don't understand how oblivious you can be. Like the things you've done, like we understand, we respect it, but you can still take a stand and still show up to work. Everyone else is doing it. Why can't you do it? I'm telling you, as soon as he started growing afro, he lost his head because it's since then he's been moving mad, and I've been tired of it. Me, Kyrie, I love Kyrie, but it's starting to get on my nerves. And KD, it's not one of those guys where he's gonna be like, "Yo, bro," and that's the thing. He's not. Obviously, it's a brother to brother thing, so he's kind of just loose with it. Whereas LeBron would have told him, pattern up.
Yeah. No, I hear you. The thing that's making me laugh is that people are saying Kyrie might be going back to the Lakers.
To the Lakers, yeah.
Kyrie might be going to the Clippers. Kyrie might be going to the Heat. Like a lot of
Yeah, because those were the teams listed was Dallas, Heat, Clippers, Lakers, Dallas, Heat, Knicks, and who else? 76ers. 76. That's why I knew it was cap because 76ers. Why would you list 76ers with all the drama happening with Jay Harden's? That's not gonna happen. Flipping Dallas ain't gonna happen. What they got with Luka there is fine.
Yeah, the money's tight as well.
Heat, I'm gonna keep up there because I wouldn't be surprised if like that happens. I'll keep that there. Clippers, I don't know how they're gonna do it because you guys got no picks.
We don't have picks. We have pick swaps actually. We do have picks.
But I don't know about the Clippers how that will run or make sense.
The thing is, the only good thing about it is that we could give up like a package with Norman Powell, Luke Kennard, and then something else.
They're gonna start.
Depends how desperate you might get as well.
But the thing is, they will start by saying Kawhi. Obviously, that's not gonna happen. Then they will go Paul
PG.
George.
No,
not gonna happen. They're gonna say, all right. F you, bye. Like
the only problem with this situation is that Kyrie holds the ultimate bargaining chip where
100%.
if he declines that option, anyone can get him.
But it's not like there's a team's rushing to really make that move anyway.
Who?
They're not
any team with cap space is going after Kyrie Irving.
With what he's coming
if
with.
Kyrie, it doesn't matter. If Kyrie Irving hits the free agency market, yeah, bear in mind, what does Kyrie come with? Mandate restrictions, right?
Yeah,
There's only a mandate in New York.
true.
Like if Kyrie played for 28 other teams in the league, he wouldn't have had this problem.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
My the only problem is who can clear up enough cap space. That's the only problem because if Kyrie Irving walks, you couldn't sign Bradley Beal because your cap space is fucked up. You can only get Kyrie back
Sign
because of
trade,
bird
yeah.
rats and stuff like that, innit?
Yeah.
So it allows you to get a discount on the price in which you be paying, basically, or the price you be taxed at. This is the thing, man. Not everyone can compete in this market. So let's say for some reason Kyrie takes a 1 year mid-level exception at $9 million a year or $6 million a year, something like that. Then you're fucked. You're absolutely fucked at that point. There's nothing you can do.
He wouldn't do that, man. He wants his peas, bro.
Nah, I think he would. I think he would.
Peas, bro. He wants peas,
I think he would to prove a point. And the thing is,
He
yeah,
wants peas, bro.
if Kyrie's banking on himself, because if Kyrie came into the league and next season, yeah, takes a mid-level exception at a decent team, yeah, they make a deep playoff run, he averages 22 points a game. Kyrie's getting a max contract. It doesn't matter.
He's max worthy anyway. Obviously, the only issue is it's just availability.
Yeah, of course.
And that's very
I
important.
still think teams are gonna do it.
Yeah, he says he's had a 9-40-50 season last season. Even when he's coming back from this season, he still had a good regular season, and he was great in game 1. Then after that, it was like I don't know what was going on.
Three teams that would probably love Kyrie Irving: Miami, the Clippers would love Kyrie.
Yes.
New York would also love Kyrie. I don't think they're gonna be able to pull it
That
off.
won't even have Kyrie even go there, bro. That'd just be signing away the rest of his career. But for flipping the Heat, I wouldn't even take it because him and Pat Riley will probably get into fist fights with him.
I'll tell you, they won't have the same kind of problems, man. I really don't think they would.
Do you think they'll Pat and Kyrie?
I think there's a respect level of things to it, innit? And everyone says the Heat move like the mafia.
Yeah,
like, it's no joke over there, innit? They say you man move like the mafia. They say that Pat Riley is well respected, and guys who also you man are beefing with Kyle Lowry because he's a.
He's not
Body
losing.
fat.
They say he ain't got the body fat percentage that you man like.
I was say something mad. I ain't gonna say it.
Pause on what you're about to say.
So I ain't gonna say it.
Exactly, man. So I think if let's say they gave you Tyler Hero because he's on a smaller contract and Kyle Lowry for Kyrie Irving, you man would take that deal. Like wholeheartedly, you man would take that deal.
If
You're shaking your head, but you man are taking that deal.
If Joe signed Sean Marks was to ever take that deal, the same way Kyrie's left me, I've gone FA free agency
that
market
deal.
as well. I'm gone. I'm
They
out.
they could
I'm
probably,
out.
They could probably throw in
I'm out, and I don't care.
They could probably
what
throw in a
anyone
draft
says.
pick as well. And salary rise that makes sense. That works out. I could see Miami doing that. You man would love that as well.
I would love it all day long, bro.
Boy,
That's the point I've been talking about. Every time you lot get on to me saying, "Oh, you don't need the point now." That point.
It's
will
different though.
be-
You're getting a whole new best player because Kyrie's better than Jimmy.
Yeah,
So
and
you got a whole new best
Jimmy
player
in the
now.
pass as
and
well.
then having
That same shot Jimmy took, if Kyrie took that,
yeah, I would love for Jimmy to be the second best player.
Jimmy
You know
and
what? I don't mind him being the second best player.
Well,
At
he's
that-
a-
at that
he's the
point,
second
time
yeah,
ago,
yeah.
Jimmy done an interview and they asked him, "Who's the one player that you would play with, or who you would play with right now?" Everything.
You said Kyrie?
Yeah, he said Kyrie Irving.
Did he?
He said I'll play Kyrie Irving. I said, okay.
What interview time ago?
Yeah, it was before he was on the way before the Heat. I don't know if it was. I think it was just before Timberwolves.
maybe
before Timberwolves. So yeah, but
Interesting.
I think that will be fine.
The likelihood
what-
of him going to the Lakers, though.
I think it would work out as well, like you're saying, because Jimmy had loads of locker room problems before he got to Miami. He ain't heard nothing since.
Yeah,
Since he got there, the mafia calmed him down, bro.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So what just rattles me is that these two guys are showing more flipping like loyalty to Steve Nash, a coach who he's inexperienced, who
Yeah.
has been getting out coached
Yeah.
a lot of times. The only reason why last season happens because of the greatness of flipping KD and Kyrie, really and truly. And then when you had obviously the all three, like you had Steph Curry last year in the playoffs against the Celtics, or this year, helping you coach, saying, "Yo, look, I'm on this many fouls. Yo, do like how is he? What's good? It makes no sense. And you're
Yeah.
showing commitment to this dude.
Yeah.
It's because these guys can just walk all over him. They can say, "Nah, we ain't doing that."
Yeah.
It makes no sense. It just makes no sense. So Boy,
they've said they need some leadership in that front office, whether it's the head coach or the GM or whatever.
they need
Someone
head
in-
coach
someone in
and
Brook-
GM because GM
someone in
was
Brooklyn needs
Sean
to-
Marks is
yeah.
GM right now. I don't know what's going on
Shaky.
there. Like, bro, you need to go back to
Shaky
Australia
warrior.
and handle with them snakes out the toilets and that because round here it's not working. Yeah, you know what happens in Australia. Them snakes be crawling up the toilets. You
They're
know,
moving mad.
it's the truth. It's the truth.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. Go back there and handle them and NBO and them things there because you're moving mad.
It's crazy.
And if Kyrie goes and then KD's like, you know what, I don't know about you, man. And he goes, you're back to square one.
Yeah, I mean,
All that money, and then you're back to square one to have Ben Simmons and Steve Nash. Yeah, you're pissed.
there's curtain
You're
stuff.
pissed. And you've lost me too. You're pissed.
Listen, me too.
You're pissed.
I think one of the funnier trade rumors, trade situations going on is the fact that the Lakers are still trying to offload Russell Westbrook, even though Darvin Ham came and said, "Yeah, he's in our future."
Yeah, but obviously
we wanted,
he's saying
we wanted to go back to playing all that defense and stuff like that, and then like 2 weeks later, apparently they were trying to make a move with.
Pacers, yeah.
Also, that wouldn't really make them much better because I don't think Malcolm Brogdon is that level of.
Yeah, but
of
apparently
NBA
it included
player.
Buddy Hield as well for some. Apparently it was Brogdon Hield for
They
Westbrook.
need to let this
and
Buddy
the
Hield
pick.
dreams go because he's not like a.
Yeah, like
He's got to come in and be just like KCP, and then people are gonna start complaining about him again. Like it's to me it's not really a
But
thing.
the thing is, it also goes to show how unorganized and how a mess everything is at the Lakers because you have the head coach. If it wasn't a that thing, they wouldn't have let him gone up and said, yeah, Westbrook this and all that stuff, and then 2 weeks later try and trade him. Like,
I think they were trying to
there's a
increase
mess.
his trade value. There, that's why they were saying.
But
all
there's
that
a
stuff.
There's a mess going on there, and he's like, right now you're stuck. You just have to make it work. Like that's it. And I keep hearing all these analysts as well, and everyone saying, Lakers just make the trade for John Wall. Make the trade for John Wall. I'm just like,
Again, not gonna make you that much better. Like, what's the
do
point,
that.
man?
It makes no sense.
What's the point? You might as well because if you trade for John Wall, you have to give something else up as in addition
Makes
to
no
Russ
sense,
anyway.
man.
Also, like again, Russ averaged like 19, 7 and 7. Like
He had a bad
Russ season.
he had a bad Russ season, but the numbers weren't as
No,
bad as we made it.
He
seem.
just needs to improve his efficiencies, reduce the turnovers.
At the start of the season, he was mad, but then he started to pick it up, so you can see. But I'm not even concerned about Westbrook like that. It's more AD who I'm concerned about. Like the brother really said he hasn't shot a basketball since April 5th.
Yeah, that's brazy.
For him to even say that
Brazy.
publicly as
On
well.
camera?
Yeah, man.
On camera, on the mains, on the
Hey.
high road, at 10 a.m. The market's hot.
Anthony A&E Davis. Anthony Day to Day.
Oh my
Day to
gosh.
Davis. That guy is always injured, always hurt.
I just
Yeah. I know LeBron saw that and called him and said, I'll be outside your house in 5 minutes.
Do you know that video with LeBron and his sons when they was playing
Yeah.
ball and everything?
Yeah.
He was like,
Yo, what the-
what the heck?
Yeah.
He called him and said, hey, yo.
100%. That's some bullshit though. Like how are you telling me you've got 37-year-old LeBron out here busting his ass every single night to average 30 points in a season for this team, and Anthony Davis ain't shot a ball since April 5th? He's always said April 5th.
Yeah.
And that boy is always injured and hurt. And
taking the
like
piss.
I'd say Anthony Davis is 50. The 50% of the reason they lost, like, they sucked last year. Russ didn't work out. Other 50%, Anthony Davis was injured.
Yeah.
You can't be that responsible for your team's lack of success and be out here like making joke about you ain't shot a ball since April 5th. My guy.
Unacceptable.
I hope that just means you've been squat, benching, and deadlift. Just getting.
I hope you've
wham.
been getting your
something,
you've
bro.
been getting
Doing-
healing and that, bruv.
You know that balancing thing on a exercise book.
Yeah,
Like, he needs to be doing all
yeah.
kinds of because he's weak, man. He's feeble. So it's a piss take. I can't lie. It is a piss take, and I hate the fact that we always talk about the Lakers as well. I hate the fact that we
They
always talk
do
about
so
them.
much dumb stuff for them to always be relevant, or they do some good things where it's like
Yeah.
so it's annoying. It's annoying how they're always around. Like
Always-
they're just always
Always a
around.
topic of conversation, but never
So was there enough other dramas?
never doing a great deal.
Oh, Pistons are looking at Ayton, bringing Ayton, and Ayton has
A
said
lot
that,
of teams are looking at Ayton, man. That
Ayton
Ayton
said that
situation is-
he actually doesn't mind and he's
Detroit.
liking the pairing to be playing with Cade.
I think so. I was just on Bleach Report. Apparently, Atlanta are big suitors for Ayton as well, and Atlanta have John Collins that they could give up as well. Who I think Phoenix. I don't think Phoenix would miss much. Let's say they got a package of John Collins and. Okay, if you're Atlanta, because they've been trying to offload these two guys for ages, would you do Clint Capella and John Collins for DeAndre Ayton?
Yeah.
Does Phoenix do that?
Because then, like...
John Collins are like 24 M's.
Because one of the ones where Crowder doesn't start, John Collins can play there, then you're going to have
You've
to...
got 4 and 5 options sorted.
There, like Clint Capella... But then Clint Capella's an undersized centre where Ayton, like his
He's about
size-
6. He's about 6'10". It's not like Ayton's only about an inch taller than him. It's not that much of a difference.
Yeah, but...
And he's
At least-
and he's a better defender. Like you know what you're getting
Yeah,
with
okay,
a great pick and
better
roll player as
defender,
well.
but then offensively as well, you lose out on that because
Do you though? Because Ayton didn't do a great deal last year.
he's inconsistent, but he's also there as well. Like he's gonna still get you some like. It's techie, but then you can still run that pick and roll with Capella, throw the lob.
If I'm Atlanta and you say you really do want DeAndre Ayton, do the sign and trade for Clint Capella and John Collins for DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah,
And
that.
I think Atlanta would.
I think Atlanta would. But I think this. I don't know man, what's going on with the Suns. Like, I don't know why they want to pay. They don't want to pay him. I mean,
there's something happened when Monty Williams benched him. He said it's internal.
yeah.
There's a beef of some sort going on there.
Do you think Monty's part
actually-
of the beef? Or is it more head office?
It's 100% between Monty Williams and DeAndre Ayton. 100%, and I think and it might not just be Monty. I think it could be the whole front office and DeAndre Ayton,
And-
where they
yes,
don't
yes.
think that he's either trying hard enough, working hard enough, or just not doing what
Especially
they
when he
have
got.
planned.
Remember, was it the when he was out for time? Was it because they found some sort?
Oh,
of,
he did a PED thing. Him and
Yeah,
John
yeah,
Collins
yeah.
both did the same drug, and they both got found out and had to miss like 11 or 16
But the thing
games.
is,
Like
it's not that it is there's things that they take which has these drugs inside, but they don't realize it or read. So I don't know, man. Maybe they think it's a joke, man.
Either way, and I don't think that's a terrible trade. But Phoenix are another team that have been desperate to offload DeAndre Ayton, and I feel like they've kept their cards close to their chest so that they keep his value still high, because they don't know if they're going to sign and trade him or if they're just going to let him walk. If Phoenix also, like people were saying, their owner's bare cheap. Apparently Robert Sarver is very, very cheap. Doesn't want to pay that luxury tax. If you let Ayton walk and you go and pick up, I don't know, someone else in a
Rudy Gobert apparently looking at it as well.
they'll be paying even more money. So I doubt they'll even do that.
True.
I doubt they even do that. Dallas made a trade,
Yes,
getting Christian Wood from
yeah.
from Houston for basically peanuts.
That was very good.
that was a
That was
good
very
one, yeah.
good.
Very on their point,
Still
part,
not
it's a very
not
very good
rim
move.
protector like that.
No, but that's a
But
good
it's
take.
still.
I was looking at his numbers. That he's putting up Kristaps numbers. He's just more available than Kristaps.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the same injury history. He's still 6'10". He can play power forward or center. If and apparently they're still trying to get Miles Turner as well from Indiana to play their 5. Like Dallas could come out looking completely different next year. If they somehow trade for Miles Turner, they'll have the money to re-sign Brunson regardless. If they bring back Brunson, Luka, Tim Hardaway Jr. is coming back from injury.
back.
Dorian Finney-Smith is still there.
Yeah.
Then you're telling me they've now got Christian Wood.
Wood.
If they get Miles Turner as well, Dallas could easily be one of the top contenders in the West next year if Luka passes the ball.
I'm not even gonna back that agenda anymore. I'm done with that. I'm not gonna back that agenda.
Had you looking silly, innit? He had you looking silly. It's worse because the guy you backed had a stinker as well. A stinker.
Bro, oh my, you can't be wearing an armband, purple 24.
Can't be texting.
He wears it
Taking-
all. No,
taking-
allow it, man. Let him
Okay,
text
no,
him.
but
Nah,
taking
nah,
Let him text him.
What
man.
number?
Taking
Whose
the-
number did
Everyone's fucking
whose
hating,
name?
man.
Whose name did he change?
Taking the picture
in his phone
Taking the
for him
picture.
to text. Whose name did he? Like, let me just change your name quick, bro. Is it alright if I can change your name so I can screenshot this? Like, what?
Oh.
You changed someone's name.
Fam, this is what I'm saying. He needs to take accountability. You can't be doing the photo with the head on the ball like Kobe Bryant. No one told you to do that.
Let him live,
no
man.
one told you to put up the text.
Nah,
You could have just
bro,
done it
he-
and kept it in
bro,
private.
he's 20
No one told him to do that. Nobody told him to do that.
Bro, he's 24, man.
I don't give a toss, a flying pig, fish. I don't care. No one told you to do that. If you done that and kept on a low private
Yeah.
thing, cool. Do whatever. Your own private life. But you put it all out there. Bam, bam, bam. Doing all this stuff. All this footwork. Sometimes he makes things too difficult for himself. You done all of that.
Bro,
To perform like that. Piss off, man.
Rodney, it don't cost nothing to show a nigga some love. Instead, you choose to hate, bro.
I'm not hating.
You are.
No, I'm not
You are.
hating.
Let him. If he wants to text his idol, his role.
I'm not
model-
saying nothing's
any
wrong
other
with
player.
that.
Why
Nothing's
you-
wrong with that. But
why
no
you
one told you to
defend
post
it?
it. Why'd you have to post it?
If this was
Why'd you have to post it?
Nah.
Why'd you have to post
I
it?
see what Cameron's doing.
Nah,
Cameron's doing. I'm blocking it.
Yeah,
He's defending.
Yeah,
He's
yeah. Let him know. Let him know.
Taking so much to the point. Yeah, if it was any other player, yeah, you'll be grilling. If it was Butler,
Grilling.
If
If it was
Butler
Jimmy.
was
Jimmy
doing
don't.
that-
Jimmy don't have that. Jimmy
No.
don't have that-
If it
See,
was
look,
Jimmy
look.
doing this, you would have a party.
100%. But what's the difference though? Jimmy's what, a 31-year-old grown ass man. Jason Tatum is 24, bro.
Okay, cool. Who else?
So at 24, you'll be doing such
If
things.
Luca was doing this and he
probably
had a
not,
stinker, exactly. If Luca was doing this and he had a
I'm
stinker
different
as
though,
well.
innit? I'm different.
Nah.
You never know,
Anyone
man.
at 24 is not doing that, bro.
If a guy Devin Booker's on the same kind of,
The guy's got a ute as well, man. He shouldn't be doing that.
I
The guy's got a ute. He's got his little deuce
Nah,
there.
you,
like-
you man are toxic. What are you saying? When you have children, you can't look up to any other man.
Bro, I'm not texting another brother that's can't.
I'm not saying he can't do that stuff.
Don't
Sure,
text him,
cool,
bro.
but no one told you to post it. You didn't have to
Bro,
post
let
all
him
these
post it.
things.
We live in a social media era. innit?
Nah, man. I
Yeah,
was
but
dead.
Kobe will take accountability. He didn't.
Whatever, innit? We don't know yet. We don't know yet. Let him
We'll
come
see
back
it,
and,
yeah.
and tell you, innit?
We'll see what he does.
Let him come back and tell you.
off season.
Well, what I'm saying is
Tell him to text you.
that
You're a
that
dickhead.
tell that dude, because I was backing him. He made me like a feel. He made me like a feel.
You're a fuel.
Fam.
I might have to change your name to Tatum.
Nah.
So what are you saying, bro? Like, what are we doing?
Fam.
I don't think you man need to get onto him like that. It's nonsense. It's utter nonsense what he was doing. I will not deny it. It's
On
utter
the
nonsense. But he's a child to me, bro. He's a younger.
24 is not young.
He's
man.
a youth, bro.
in the league, it's not
5
young.
He's a
seasons.
youth.
24.
Nah,
You're
nah,
not a
nah.
youth.
Nah.
To us, man, he's a youth. Yes or no?
No, he's not. He's 24 years old.
It's a youth, bro.
No,
Nah,
he's
man.
not.
Playing a
So you know what
professional,
youth
playing a
is?
professional sport at 24 years
You
old.
think because he's
it's not young.
6'9",
No,
he's not a youth.
He's 24 years old and
He's
he
a
has a
youth,
child.
bruv.
He's not a youth. He has a
Nah,
youth.
man.
He's not. He's
To
not
be
youth,
a
he has
professional
youth.
athlete at that age and to be doing it for so long, he's not a youth, man. And to have a youth on top of
24 years old, 5 years.
People
in
still
the
talk about
league.
Sterling like he's a youth, bro. He's like 27 now, bro.
that. Exactly.
But
He's not. You think Sterling's taking pictures of flipping? I don't know.
Bro,
What's the equivalent?
Eddie-
of Maradona. Texting Maradona, bro. Like, come on, look, it's not happening.
Come on, man.
It's not happening.
Oh, man.
Nah, because they don't have that connection. Obviously,
Oh,
nah, bro. No, in my personal opinion, I just feel like because that was his actual idol. Innit? But again, whatever. Innit? A lot of these men have done stuff like that related to Kobe as well. Innit?
100%.
Just in the dark, innit?
Yeah, if you keep it in the dark, that's what they keep it in the dark.
Yeah.
There's
I can't.
a reason
I
why
can't
it's in the
argue.
dark.
I don't need to argue for Tatum anyway. Whatever. He had a stinker. I expected to come
Revenge,
into the next
yeah.
season
It's
ready.
good. Sometimes
Revenge
you
tour,
need
man.
these thinkers to come back
100%.
on up.
I think LeBron losing to Dallas in 2011 made him a better player.
Yeah, 100%.
Like he had
Should've
he
won.
had something to overcome 100%, and made him come back the next year furious, angry, bro. He wasn't gonna let Boston take him off or nothing like that. So yeah, I need that energy from Tatum. In terms of moves still to be made, yeah. So upcoming free agents, I'm just going to list them off. Bradley Beal, unrestricted free agent.
And apparently he's already made his decision, you know.
Apparently, but we don't know. Sorry, that was a lie. Bradley Beal is not an unrestricted free agent. They have until June 29th to decide if they're opting in or opting out of their contracts. From that point, they'll then be unrestricted free agents or they'll be on a 1-year deal. So that's Bradley Beal, Kyrie Irving, James Harden, all in the same situation, yeah? Then you've got Zach LaVine, who's going to be an unrestricted free agent regardless. People saying he might go back to Chicago. I don't know if he's going to go back to Chicago.
He will, man.
People, but also, I don't understand how the Lakers are being tied. This is also some bullshit.
Yeah,
as
Lakers
well.
are-
The Lakers get tied to everyone. I'm like, bro,
No,
you guys
even-
have no money. Like,
Even when he was out there as well, the way he was talking about, and I don't know.
He's not-
Like,
he's not
I don't
going
think
there.
I don't see him. I see him. He's either back at the Bulls or somehow ends up at the Lakers. One of those two things. That's it.
if he wants that bag, he's going to stay with the Bulls. But even then, there's other teams that can pay him in it. If he's silly enough, Portland can pay
Don't
you.
do that. I don't even.
If-
Whoever goes to Portland now does not deserve any respect.
No, I mean, but if alright, so if somehow Portland got Zach LaVine now, you're telling me Zach LaVine, Dame Lillard
Nah, man.
aren't a good enough backcourt to make some noise.
Nah, man.
I'm not saying the
Make
best.
noise. Who gives a crap about making noise?
No, that's a playoff team though.
Nah, man.
That is a playoff team.
Portland have been going to
Well,
the playoffs
Zach
as well
and-
before, man.
Zach and Dame, do you think that's a playoff team? Zach LaVine, bear in mind, who averaged like 26 points last year. Look.
Yeah. What, first round?
Okay, let's.
Yeah,
let's-
probably. Yeah. There'll be
Yeah,
like
That's
a
the way it's
like
first.
a-
It's the same thing. It's the same thing again. First round. It's the same. I don't
Yeah.
want.
It's
There's
not
no-
good.
there's
No,
no- there's no
don't get me
result.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's not
Not
good
trying
enough,
to
innit?
hear
But
that, man.
don't get me wrong, it's not good enough.
It's a
However,
waste
like,
of time because Dame's gonna whatever, and then once he like, it's like it'll just be a
And Zach will
dumb
probably
move.
get
yeah,
bored and
it'll be a
he'll
dumb
I
leave.
think yeah.
Then
It'll
Dame
be a-
will still be like,
he-
you know
you're-
what, I'm going to stay
It's
loyal.
better that he
Yes.
stays at the Bulls rather than going to Portland.
Yeah.
Come on, he ain't going anywhere
Might as
else,
well run
man.
it back,
He's gonna
man.
stay at the Bulls or go Lakers.
I don't. People are saying
That's
he doesn't
it.
like being a number 2 option. I don't know. And Lonzo's health is concerning as well.
Yeah, boss.
Yeah,
The fact that
I'm
he's
hearing
never
there's
healthy.
a lot of issues with
I'm
that.
hearing that he's never healthy. He
With
has
his
constant
knee or
setbacks.
something
Yeah,
like
man. And he's had knee problems. He had knee problems in LA when he was over there as well.
Yeah.
Also in the
But
Pelicans.
who's
Like, everywhere's
the-
gone.
That's when I think that's cap. Like this number 2, it's cap, man. Because when he was there at the Bulls, number 1 option, everything. Yeah, he's having the time of his life, but he's like, this ain't sweet being out here. Oh,
Yeah,
pairing
nah, it's
them
not.
Now you got DeMar
pairing
and
them
you're-
DeRozan,
yeah.
and it's not even like he was. It was 1A 1B.
It was
a 1A
it
1B
was.
situation. It wasn't like, yo, Zach, I'm gonna be there. You.
In fairness though,
So-
DeRozan was getting MVP chance. Zach LaVine never got MVP chance ever.
Well, DeRozan was playing amazing basketball
When they were winning as well, they were the ones
exactly,
who
and he was playing, and it's not like Zach LaVine didn't get his shots or anything. There's some games where it was like he wasn't going down as well as him. DeRozan was showing up in those moments.
Facts.
That's what it was, and that's what you want there. Because if now it wasn't for DeRozan, who else is it going to be? And then he'll be like flipping, "Oh, this is dead." So it's better that there's someone else there, and it's a 1A 1B sort of thing, or either way, you could switch up whatever way. So
Yeah. Other free agent, Jalen Brunson, we spoke about already. Most likely, in my opinion, he's going back to Dallas.
Yeah,
The only
100%.
reason the Knicks think they could get him is because they signed his dad as an assistant head coach.
all right, man.
Is it? I don't even know that.
Yeah,
Right.
they signed him as an assistant coach. So you never know, but things like that do sway people, innit? Like,
Yeah, son, join or you ain't my son.
pretty much.
Swindling.
I expect personally there to be, now the draft has happened. This is where like the shit starts happening, innit?
Yeah.
So the 29th,
Drama.
the 29th is 5 days away.
Yeah, this Wednesday coming up.
Yeah.
And then that's when we'll find out who's opting in
Yeah.
other
So
contracts.
we'll be back here
I
next
think
week,
all of
yeah.
them are going to opt out regardless because they're going to want an earlier payday and to take those 4 or 5 year deals, whatever they're taking. I think it'll be exciting. I always think NBA free agency is one of the most interesting. Like football, you have transfer deadline day, and to me, nowhere near as exciting as this because in a matter of like 3 days, the whole league can change.
Yeah, even one day could
The
just be
whole league, bro. The obviously referencing the Clippers because I'm a fan. The day that we traded for Paul George and got Kawhi the same day, the league changed
Yeah.
completely. So I hope some shit happens. Phoenix have a lot of questions to ask themselves in terms of Chris Paul. What about Chris Paul for Kyrie Irving trade? What do you think about that? Or Chris Paul and something for Kyrie Irving? Chris Paul and Ayton for Kyrie?
Listen,
Chris Paul and Ayton for Kyrie and...
I think that's
how old is
kind of
Chris-
fixed.
No.
Contracts would
Yeah.
make sense.
No.
Fix your
How-
defensive problems.
No. How old is? We don't need. Look,
Chris
Simmons
Paul's
is there. We don't.
Chris
need
Paul's like the same age as
Look,
LeBron.
look,
No, 18 though. 18.
Listen. Yeah, Chris Paul. He's what?
37.
37. Gonna be. Listen. After the atrocity I saw in those, I don't
You
want
don't want
him.
him
I don't
anymore.
want him. No. What for? What 1 or 2 good games and he gets smoked for the rest? Nah. I'm not trying to hear that.
You have Ben as well, though, man. Like
Yeah, keep Ben there. We don't
you
need
could
Chris.
you could have Chris Paul, KD.
No,
Ben and Ayton.
Nope.
Seriously,
I don't want Chris Paul. I don't want Chris Paul.
Would you do Kyrie for Aiden?
I don't even want that either, bro.
I don't know what you want, bro. Because it's not Kyrie.
Bro, I want Kyrie to
You don't
stay,
want-
bro.
He's not staying.
I want Kyrie to stay,
He's
and I
not
want to get
staying.
Mo Bamba as well, bro.
Mo Bamba? For
Bro,
what
at least,
reason?
at least just he can be there. Look, Drummond is a nonce, bro. Yeah, so
I don't think you know what that word means, bro.
I don't.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you off.
Oh no,
camera.
is it, okay. I take it back.
Yeah.
Drummond is clumsy.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a wild boy. So I don't want him anywhere there. So man, I don't even know what I want, bro. Right now, I'm testing the market.
Where you leaning right now? What teams are looking interesting to you?
I don't know, man. I don't know yet, man.
I can see you as a Clippers fan, Rods. I can see you as a Clippers fan. You know, if we no, bro, for real though, I could, man.
Hey, listen.
Okay.
He's blushing. You're a clown, bro.
Okay.
Ah, you're a clown. You're
I'm
blushing.
down,
You're
You're a grown man. Show some decorum.
You're down bad,
Show some
bro.
damn self-respect for yourself.
Man started blushing at the thought of a
Yeah,
couple
man.
wins.
Look
winning
away.
Respect. I ain't got no damn respect right now.
I talk about trading team. You ain't loyal, man.
Man was
Listen,
about to
That's
off
as bad as Kyrie.
off pant for a number 2 season.
Listen, yeah.
Just as bad as Kyrie.
I don't give a toss because I don't care, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care.
There's two. You can't be a Lakers fan. You
I'm
can't
not
be a
going to
Wa-
be.
You can't be a Warriors fan.
No. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
You can't be a
I'm
Lakers
not
fan or a
going-
Warriors fan.
Go Chicago.
No, listen. I'm just gonna be a free agent.
Nah.
That's it, bro.
Because that's what you was running before. Then you picked the Nets.
Yeah. What is
Leave,
going to
leave
be
me
your-
alone. Then. Leave me alone.
What's
Who
going to
be
be
the
your
mediator?
what's going to be your dictating factor then? Like who are you watching? KD, where KD goes or where Kyrie goes? It's KD, right?
It sounds more to be a Kyrie, bro. If you're so worried about Kyrie,
Listen, I just
we'll watch what Kyrie does.
because this is
If he comes to the
he's a
Heat,
free agent. He could
because the Heat's
possibly-
come-
Bear in
watch
mind,
out,
both
watch
players are most. If they some reason they do leave, both players are going to a team that already have another good player on them.
Boy,
what if KD goes
KD.
back to Golden State?
I think KD could go to Washington. He's from DC, yeah, or Maryland anyway. You could do a KD because Brooklyn said you want a what? You'd want one of the biggest hauls in history of trades. KP, Kuzma, Ray Hashimura. They just drafted a number 10 pick. Take him as well. That's a decent bag for you, man. For KD, 34-year-old KD.
That's awful, bro.
It's not good.
That's disgusting.
Cameron,
It's not looking good, bro.
Cameron,
It's not looking good.
that is
It's
the
not looking
worst. That is the worst trade idea.
The thing is,
no,
but bro, the reality of the situation is if KD asks out, yeah, and you guys are actually going to trade him, you're not getting like the
It's not
exact
a like
value
for
back
like,
at all.
yeah, it's
You're
not
not
a
getting
like
another
for like.
superstar back. You
listen,
might get Jaren Jackson Jr. or something like that. Aiton is a likely person that you could get.
well, we're gonna have to.
Either
see.
way, it stinks. Either way, it just stinks for you, innit? It stinks to be a Nets fan. It stinks to be in New York.
Wait, right now I have to wait until because I've got to decline. I've got to see if I'm gonna opt into my fan option or
Yeah,
not,
man.
or if
Yeah.
I'm gonna decline and see. Like I got to see what's going on. So
New
let's
York.
wait after June 29th in it. Then we'll see what's going on, bro. We'll see what's going on.
New York.
That's it for today, I believe. Yeah. So
Wrap it up, then.
yeah, man. Next episode, obviously, would have gone past the day where they have to either opt in or decline. But we'll see exactly what happens.
Sorry, quickly.
Mhm.
The Knicks put out a statement to their fans after the draft.
Say what?
What did they
Last
say?
night we made 3 trades involving draft picks, which resulted in increased financial flexibility and additional draft capital moving forward. We now have a total of 22 picks, 11 in the first round and 11 in the second round over the next 7 years. We have the ability to be active in free agency as well as in the trade market. Basically, they think they've put themselves in a position now to go and get a free agent and also continue to build around that team.
Okay, so if you have to put out a statement,
Yeah, you know
to
you've had a
begin
howler,
with
bruv.
to
A
your
fucking
fans,
stinker.
you're a mess.
Stinker.
You're not even just a mess. You're a hot mess, bro.
Honestly.
Because you had to really put a letter out there to explain your moves.
From Leon Rose, the Knicks president as well.
Damn.
Done, man. At that point, bruv, that's it.
That's embarrassing, you know. They
Knicks-
must have been getting serious hate mail from their fans. Eh?
Knicks, you are an embarrassment. Whoever supports the Knicks, boy, check up on them ASAP. Check up on your brother because I don't know if he's stable right now, bruv. I don't know.
Send them that letter.
By next episode, we would have discussed exactly what's happened with all these free agents and such, and yeah, it'll be an interesting one. But and we'll have all four of us here in it.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll have all four of us.
Hopefully.
So, yeah, man. Other than that, well, obviously make sure you follow us on socials. So Take It to the Rim Podcast on Instagram, Take It to the Pod on Twitter, Take It to the Rim Podcast on TikTok, YouTube, all of them things there. Keep locking in with us, and the more you lock in, the more we unlock and release
Pause.
content. I see. Sometimes you gotta let me finish. Sometimes you gotta let me finish.
Oh,
Let's say
pause
gap,
is that.
yeah,
Well,
exactly.
you finish, release. We're done, man.
He's done bad.
Over and out, baby.